like safe pick again, and then and then just ancient. It's like kind of mixed up.
I think you're gonna have to take that up with @CSGO on Twitter. Valve changing map pool more frequently, and maybe Kassad will be a happy boy. And I'm a happy girl right now because we're gonna head over to Harry and Hugo to get the CIS derby underway.
Oh yes, yes we are, and I love that little third map in this series.
Yeah.
Woo, I hope we go the distance. It's a little Dust 2 to start of the day. It's a bit of a classic here as we begin to embark on the CIS Derby. Hugo, I'm so excited. How are you?
I'm great, Harry. I'm feeling ready. We always love a bit of CIS, CS, and I've been missing my daily dose of VP here, so it's about time. Spirit on the CT side, and a bit of Dust 2 to begin. It is, of course, their map, that being Spirit. VP going for the T-side pick, looking to bring the pace, and they move out middle. E-stack out of the get-go for Spirit. Hinge smoke, and you can't really do much about that, but rotate back towards A. You can already see Spirit starting to panic and come in through the spawn. They also want to flank Cap, but you don't want to do it too early. They wait the smoke out, they give a bit of respect, VP line up their utility, and Spirit start to move in on the flank.
Oh, this is weird though, right? You're fully retaking this A bomb site in a 5-on-5. This doesn't happen every day. Let's see what Team Spirit can do. The one thing that's scaring me is that one flash that's just gone over is all the utility they have. So they've got to win this on gunfights. They've got to win it on merit. They get up, they get close, and the Glocks are just churning through them, man. Low HP on Dexter and Mir. It's very, very awkward with everyone just fighting in this site. This is so chaotic. Someone has to win eventually, and some Young comes in with a big multi-kill, leaving it all on Buster. But both players are so damn low. How can't he find them? They get the defuse. Some Young has 1 HP. And the other guy had 4 HP.
I don't know how he doesn't win that. That was a round set up for Buster to clutch. The P250.
He could have thrown a decoy into the site, and the explosion of it would have killed the diffuser.
The impact would have killed him. I mean, that's unbelievable, right? Like, yeah, Spirit, you take that round, but VP, that should be theirs every day of the week. That's a sitter of a round to lose. What? Okay, VP, bit pissed about that one. Can't blame them coming in with a force, and of course with a bomb plant, it's going to be a pretty good buy, all things considered. AK and a couple of Galils as well. But what a weird start to this game already. Always entertaining to watch those familiar matchups, right? Yeah.
We've got a second round AWP on Dexter.
I completely missed that.
Yeah.
That's a flex.
No, right? Yeah, I figured you missed it because that's definitely something you're not used to seeing. But he's brought it onto the playing field here right away. Doesn't have head armor behind it. That's the only thing that could get you concerned. Out into mid for VP. They've got the mid to B smoke getting lined up as well. So this is looking like the B split with the bomb out back in the tunnels. They're out in middle now. This orb's not going to have much of a say. They're already up towards the B bomb site. Mir and some Young going to have to do a lot of work as Kicker deals with Chopper down in middle. The molly is roasting Sanji. It's kind of grinded to a bit of an awkward halt here. Yakindar's caught pushing through the door, and Mia aggresses out the window. This tunnels wrap very, very mistimed with the guys coming in through middle. And it's all left onto James. He's mopped up nice and cleanly by Team Spirit. That's a bit of an ugly second round as far as they go.
I thought that was going to be perfect for VP.
Right? It looked like it had all the makings of a one round.
You've got Dexter trapped on A with the AWP. If the bomb's down there, you don't want to be retaking with the AWP. You don't want to be giving them the AWP either. It might just be a straight up save. But somehow, even with Kicker getting that spam kill to start, it's the molly from Chopper that burns out Sanji. And yeah, like you said, the tunnels play late. But I love that Spirit get aggressive there. They realize they have a gap and they're not getting pressured. And they actually just chase down the mid players who are waiting behind the door smoke. So they don't give any respect to VP getting comfortable in middle. Now a full eco. Just a bit of this and that. Some deagles, some Glocks. Dexter with the AWP in middle, and oh dear, James already opened up. Chopper's getting aggressive. He is dinked as well. Oh, double, triple.
Fly out of there, my guy.
He's got one at least, and luckily Magix has come in to help him as well. Dexter's out of there with the AWP and a kill, and maybe some more. I do hope we get a banger from Dexter today, right? He has had some rough performances these last few matches here for Team Spirit. You know, when we have him on his peak, when we have him playing like how he did back in, you know, Katowice to start the year, this guy can be a legend. But, you know, it's hard to keep consistent. It's hard to stay at that top level. And we've certainly seen games where he's dropped off and just gone silent here for Spirit. But already, I mean, when you're getting dropped second round orbs, you feel it.
Yeah. No, I like that. That's a good confidence move, right? Letting him just, you know, you essentially, like, it's pretty risky bringing out a second round AWP, especially with the tendency of teams to force buy and, like, the current stats around force buy successes. It's always scary.
I think
but when it works, it's good, man. Like, you feel very uncontested in a sense, right? You don't have James, like, bearing down on you with his AWP yet, so you've had a couple of rounds now to kind of warm up into this. Your Kinder, he's open for a bomb plant. He's not going to get it. Dies to the guy at Goose, never even knows about him. And now we have that investment coming for Virtus Pro. James will have the AWP as well. Your Kinder dropping that over.
Yeah, James, one of those AWPers that will just, I mean, like a lot of CIS AWPers in Shiro and Simple, will just sit in that T-spawn of Dust 2 for far too long, you could argue, and hope his team can work around that. Obviously getting a lot of info on rotations, getting some damage on crossing players maybe. Not this round, though. They're going fast out long. No waiting for VP, and luckily no Spirit there to meet them. We've got the cap boost with the AWP. Yakinda defaulting B. He's got no utility, so he's just hanging out on his own after dropping that AWP. James looking for the mid picks, and he almost grabbed the head of Mir, who gets out alive with that information. Confirmation that there's an AWP in play. And doubled up for Spirit. Some Dyacs at the back of B. How will this long take go, though? We've got Magic spotting. Obviously, Dexter's going to be able to turn around off of Catwalk once this play comes in. Maybe leave his teammate there to watch his back for a split. Yakinda's still holding on to B. So, I mean, with this position, VP can always, you know, throw those smokes, double back in through spawn, end in a B play. If not, then Yakinda needs to get moving soon.
Will James attempt a wall bang as well? You sometimes see the AWP just fire through that box on site as a precaution. They lose Yakinda in the tunnels, and now, like, the alarm bells are going off for VP. They realize Team Spirit, no, this is an A play. They've cleared out the tunnels. They've dealt with the lurk. And so everyone's here for Team Spirit. Magic's waiting up in the bomb site. Dexter pulls the attention away over towards short. So we need something big out of Magic's. Chopper is here to help him out. Can these two hold on to the A-bomb site? Magic's dies as the smoke fades, and Chopper faces much the same fate. Sanji's tapping them out of this round, and he's on for the ace. Some Dyac probably doesn't want to give that over, but he's not exactly in the comfiest position to get away with this AWP. You got to cross into enemy eyesight, and there it is. Kicker just peeks him down in CT.
Oh, it does feel good to see Sanji on rifles, right? Primary weapons for the young gun, and beasting with them. What a round. Tap on the fourth guy. VP a hit a play. Getting on the board early, that's going to do, you know, damage to Spirit's economy as well. Obviously, they'll definitely be buying in after going 3-0 up, but far from pretty. James, again, looking for the mid-pick while Yakinda runs down. The cover is there. Dexter does have the AWP up on the A side of things. Again, double B a Spirit, not giving over any mid-picks, right? You know that AWP is going to be prolific in this position. So it's key you don't give James what he wants. He really hasn't been given many options in this T side already, but give him time. He is obviously a guy who plays for the round, right? Not always for the opener, playing for the trade, playing for the clutch, playing to stay alive. VP setting up for an A explosion. Noise being made on Cat. Now a flash out long. Magix is here, and he's got a double with the Deagle, spamming in the chest. James with the AWP and the bomb. This could go from bad to worse, and there it is for Magix. Even Dexter helps out. No kills right now for VP. Getting slaughtered.
Yeah, that's brutal, man. That is brutal. Magic's Deagle at long just ruins them. And, you know, I don't want to say it, but...
Say it.
The Deagle does need a nerf.
Oh no, it's happened. Yeah, only a body shot. Now,
only
right?
a body shot. Don't change anything else. I don't want it to be like really inaccurate or like, you know, just like a pretend gun, you know,
or like, you know, you only get 1 bullet a mag or something weird like that.
Or like double headshot. Like, no, one shot headshot's fine. Give me infinite range on that, man. Reward the accuracy, but the body shots.
No, I can get behind it. I just get scared when we talk about nerfs because I just think about it going too far.
They over-nerf everything.
Yeah, you know, R8, pretty good. Let's essentially delete it.
Well, you know, it was more than pretty.
Yeah,
good.
okay,
It was broken.
Yeah, but they pretty much broke it back the other way. They snapped it in half. It's unusable. And maybe that's a good thing. But the Deagle don't want that to be in the same case.
So look, they're back out in middle. VP, they've got all this control, team spirit. They're not playing anyone down in middle. So they don't have the info yet, but that Molly's given up. That cat control's been taken by VP. They've still got Buster waiting in the tunnels and throwing utility into this B bomb site. And the rest of the gang are down here in middle.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a little ugly. See, do you want to attempt the mid to B now? You just lost the tunnels component. Sanji's having to go back to try and fill the hole in tunnels. Once again, this mid to B is grinded to a very awkward halt for VirtusPro. Magix has pushed the long door. James had to turn, but Magix will hunt down the trade and even spots the other players up here outside of B.
Oh, no.
This feels so weird. Dexter and some Dyac are kind of scratching their head as to what's going on.
Yeah, I really thought Sanji was going to go through the smoke there and try and help out his team. He's so late to B, and they're just going to flash peek him, and Mir with a triple closes the round.
That is again, now like both B players that have had something go wrong, right? And you know, like it's not all VP. I think Team Spirit have had really, really good precautions, not precautions, like responses, right, to what this mid to be is looking like. For example, they're like dropping this smoke in the double door to stop the push in. They're mollying you in window, and then they're fighting you for it. But that round there really falls apart because Buster gets caught, you know, in the tunnels before the push was going to happen.
Yeah.
And so you just lose the entire, you know, like second prong to that attack. And everyone in the site's just homed in on middle. Suddenly that's all they have to worry about. And VP were like trapped in this horrible crossfire of mid and CT.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? When you're getting stuck up that ramp and just sitting outside of the B site, it's not a comfortable position because not only are, you know, the B players more than ready for you being there after, as you said, they kill the prong in tunnel, but you're getting flanked, you know, players coming from CT, they're pushing long, they're dropping off cat. You know, we saw James get caught in middle, somehow getting a kill, but immediately traded. And yeah, that's a nice, easy round for Spirit. I would have loved Sanji to go through that smoke, right? You said he filled the void in tunnel. Well, no eyes were on him until he finally pushed out at the end. He got one, but it was, you know, past the point of no return. His team were dead. VP, slow start. And more pistols here. 4 Deags and a scout on James. Looking for B kills. They've been getting a lot of focus on the tunnel, right? Like, whoever's there has been getting double-faced every round, double naded, you name it. And so if VP can grab a quick D kill, set themselves up into this B site, maybe there's a chance for something, and that will do it from Yakinda. Goodbye to the orb. Yakinda looking for more, but the molly keeps him contained. Oh, smoke. Thought he was going through, but he gets stuck in the middle, and Mir keeps the B site alive for now.
Yeah, the players that are trickling back through into mid have got to get past Chopper. Oh, that nade could have been big. They just get out the way of it. Gonna try and get up catwalk, but really, like, the odds of finding much in a round like this now for VP, pretty rough, man. Pretty hard pressed to find anything. A double up in the B bomb site, Team Spirit focusing on these long doors and having Dexter in a position where he can fall back and play retake. Like, yeah, man, this is a really nice setup out of Spirit. Right what they needed. They put a stop to the long push, the bombs cut loose, and now there's nothing Sanji can do outside of maybe find some damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. You give him a Deagle, give him an SMG, doesn't matter. He'll find something with it. That's what he's good at. That's his speciality.
Yeah, he's had some nice shots this game already, although mostly falling on dead ears, right? VP were 1 round to their name. That was their first buy in round number 4, but nothing since the fact. And now we've got another orb for James, dropped over by Sanji. Hopefully everyone else is still armed, at least here for VP. They'll need it. Spirit are bringing their A game right now. Of course, elimination on the line. Loser of this, or sorry, winner of this rather, going on to face NIP for that one extra third spot in the playoffs. And NIP, you know, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. Actually looking really good as well right now this tournament. But neither of these teams are thinking about the follow-up match. It's all about the here and the now. The double cat setup is a perfect bait, but Magic dies immediately. Luckily, Chopper trades and keeps things in the advantage. Util to keep him alive and back out. VP is still committing here, walking up the catwalk. Chopper needs to make up his mind. He keeps towing the line between aggro and passive, and now with a flash, he's going to fully force it up. James is ready, though, and the flash does not affect him. 3-on-3 now. VP given away back in, and they wanted to run, but the molly will slow them for a second at least.
Yeah, it's a pretty big Molotov. Oh, well, maybe not now. Now they've killed some Dyac on the rotation. Everyone from Team Spirit was running over towards the A-bomb site, but James, the trickster godman down here in middle. Yeah. Ooh, in with another. It's mere court crossing. The B-bomb site locked down, and they know that Dexter's AWP was over towards this A-bomb site, so they've dodged him well. Big round out of James. Not only deals with the aggro of Chopper down through Cat, which really, like, you know, considering the flash he's set up by, that could have been a pretty damaging peak. James gets that under control. Then he kills the B rotation. That opens up a path to the plant. He's basically responsible for this round coming through for VP.
Yeah, and you know, we've noticed already in the CT side, ever since VP have been on their first gun round, Spirit have not played middle, right? Dexter was there in the second round with the AWP, but other than that, they've been running double B, triple A, playing in the bomb sites, playing really safe, you know, making plays on catwalk and long, but not really doing anything on B. And that's because they don't want to give James the picks, right? They don't want to give James any room with this AWP to find openers. And if anything, you could argue that that molly on Cat from Spirit, which is a good molly, but it actually is the thing that costs them the round because, you know, SDY rotates off of the back that, hey, they're all on catwalk, they're ready to go, and that's what gets him killed. If the molly doesn't go down, VP run into the two-man setup on A, and then, you know, it's anyone's guess as to what happens. But it would have been a very different round. Instead, a couple of kills from James, back into the B-bomb site, back on the board, VP with 2.
Mid control's getting nabbed again. VP always trying to take this away, but Mir this time around is playing middle with that secondary AWP. Chopper's even crept into this close corner at the doors in mid. Magix is holding long aggressive. I do like the way that Spirit play this CT side.
Yeah.
Right, and it's very, very good responses. They feel like, you know, this mid area has been a bit of a problem. Well, you know, we'll fill that hole with the double AWP. We'll get Mir there. We'll have him doubling up with Chopper. Once Mir gets the kill, he knows the pressure's kind of off mid somewhat, so he's gone and reinforced the B-bomb site, which is right where you want him. VP, still paranoid about a potential mid AWP having to take their... I mean, I say that. James just stood out in the open, mate. He's not scared at all. Will they be ready for Chopper up close? Oh, kicker. Oh, Chopper fires off too soon. Man, that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, it's fake as well. You'll see they're putting pressure on the mid to B. And I say that, they will actually commit. They were looking for the A site for a second. Kicker catching Mir rotating. And now the B tunnels crunch. Sundar-Young, oh, in the smoke. And he's got a spray down. 2 frags. Bomb drop. No time to win the round here for VP. And they know it. Kicker can't even get there in time. And they've got to hold on to their guns. That's a sad turn of events for VP. Feels like these mid to Bs are the bane of their existence right now. And that wasn't even the same problem as the past. They try and right their wrongs, Harry. They leave a solo lurk mid. They let Kicker get naughty. And then it comes down to the tunnels push. And of course, for the first time, Spirit are playing aggro in the tunnels.
I love this, by the way. Yeah. They've shown it a few times now. It looks so sick, man. Like the wireframe.
Ooh. Draw the models on. Very, very cool.
Something that does make me nervous, and I'll hold my thought, because right now your Kindar, he's making me happy out here through the long area. Him and Buster, good for these openers. And now, Spirit are kind of freaking out. This is one of the worst starts to a round they've had in a long while. They haven't had this kind of problem to deal with yet. They fully gambled in this round, just pulling everyone over towards A. And they might even try retaking long. I like this. Yeah. I like this decision, Mike. You've got three here.
VP.
Yeah, man, VP, they're smart. They're holding. They're expecting that this could happen.
What?
Mir is still ready for the Kindar. They know they've got Buster trapped. This is a good opportunity for a 1v1. Some Dyacs trying to capitalize on it. And Buster is low. Look at this kicker is in the doors trying to play like a trade game, but really he can't do that. And he knows it, right? He's got the bomb. He doesn't want to risk losing that to some Dyac. Instead, he's just taking that bomb over towards B. I don't know how Buster wins that fight out. And now any hope of winning this round is out the window. Maybe if that kill at long goes the other way, maybe, but even then, right?
Even then. Well, VP, you know, they're known to be slow, and a slow start maybe.
So what I was going to say is, like, one of the things that's a little concerning is that VP, this, like, slow start that we're used to seeing out of them, normally they're very, like, pretty damn good when it comes to the time management and whatnot, but it feels like, you know, thus far on this T side, they've lost a lot of rounds due to just getting kind of outmaneuvered, out-utilitied. It comes down to the wire. There's no time, so you're rushing, you're dying, you're rushing. You know, it's pretty cool, but...
Yeah.
It's not a winning recipe. They are on to a third, and you know there's always time to right your wrongs. You've always got faith in VP. These guys are paid by the hour. They want to try and drag this one out. Yeah. So, you know, these are the scorelines we're used to seeing when they do have to grind their way back into a game. Not phased yet, just something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, nice save from Dexter. Quick shot on the way out, but it's going to be all they have in this round, really. You could even argue forcing here if you're Spirit, right? Your money is so bad. Get everyone on the same wavelength, put all you've got into this one. Hope that Dexter can have a hell of a round, but yeah, it's really asking for a lot here. And that's VP's way back in, right? We, again, say slow starts, but not just slow gameplay. They're already in, they're on the board, and they're looking to build. Oh, James, I get so nervous watching him look through those doors. Buster's got the long pick. The AWP did make it into lower tunnels, which is a nice play, but there's no one here for VP again, using that long position. They can be patient, they can run it. Doesn't matter how they choose to go. There's not going to be much to stop them with the AWP so far out of position. It's just Chopper on the site. James has not wallbanged him. They have no idea. Ollie starts to land. That could be claustrophobic for Chopper, but he waits patiently and they come his way. Oh no, the SMG's tearing through these T's, and now it's getting uncomfortable for VP.
Yeah, once again, they're stuck up on the ramp. Oh, the molly doesn't go off because of the smoke. Has the peek from Dexter's short side, and the bomb still hasn't crossed into the site yet. It's still sat waiting for a peek. This nade on Dexter could just end the life of the bomb, but he's going to do it with the AWP anyway. And so it's Jay, 1v3 over at the car, looking for a way back in. Looking for anything. And not giving him the fight. They just don't have to. All the pressure is on James right now to make something happen. And the moment he takes a shot, they can swing this together. They can trade it out. Some Dyac is a long way away. That's the only thing that gets me nervous. If there was one thing that freaks me out a little, it's that he's all the way over at long.
He knows.
He knows what's going on. Like, this is the crossfire you would hold. He's seen your elbow, but he's missed the shot, and Dexter's going to mop him up. James had the read, but couldn't find the shots to make it happen.
Yeah, I'm so surprised James chooses to get aggro there with such a good read. Like, even he knows that if he gets that kill on the Goose player, I think it was Chopper or the Gandalf player, he's dead. Like, there's no way you're not going to get traded there unless Dexter misses. So I would have loved to see him, you know, go on the side, tap the bomb, maybe force a 1v1, but yeah, didn't opt to go for that. Just wanted to bring the fight to them. Wow, this is quite a turn of events, Harry. Sanji with the only weapon in the round. Everyone else eco, or forced rather.
Wait, what?
yeah.
Sanji's freaking out right now. He's like a little puppy, man. He's all excited.
No.
Oh no, Sanji's burnt alive. The AK, it always finds its way into the hands of someone else. Now it's gone as well. The AK's cursed. Get it out of there.
Was that a double molly? Like, they got melted so quick in the tunnels. That health bar went from 100 to 0 in like 2 seconds. That's a very weird B rush for VP. They need to stay away from this bomb site. That's all I'm learning. Yet to win a round on it, other than that, you know, late B take after killing a bunch at long A, which I don't count, I guess.
Yeah, no, I honestly like the idea as well of kind of bullying Magix at long a little bit, right? Like, you know, he's having a good game as Magix. He was doing good at holding on to long, but when they were doing these like 4-man takes right away with flashes and getting out, they were constantly besting him. I think if there was someone you wanted to try and get into the head of, Magix could be a good candidate. Oh, that's a hard sentence.
Oh no, the mid fight.
Oh, how does Mir win that? James was dead on.
Yeah, you take that. Spirit now, I mean 9-3 now, the wheels are off the wagon. They're starting to be a little more confident in their plays. Not seeing that fight being taken all CT side, but Mir's up for the job. And he puts James down, giving kick at the AWP now. Yakinda gets out mid, but this is by design again. Spirit just holding it from the back of B.
Man, these double AWPs have just been an answer to the problem. Like, they've been able to fight for this mid control. That was really like one of the only things VP were getting, were like the control of Cat, the ability to mid to B with very little resistance. And now they're not even getting that. They're going to have to look for fights elsewhere. They're going to have to look for other ideas here. Kicker throwing in the execute nades for this A bomb site, but it's nothing more than a fake to keep the attention of Team Spirit homed in over at A. Now Mir sounds the alarm bells, calls that it's looking like a mid to B, and Sumdai Young does get melted. Finally, one of these B plays works out for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, it all comes down to that shot from Mir, right? If he hits it, maybe that's a round. Without it, he re-peeks back into the AWP. That's exactly what VP wanted. Kicker was just posted as his team ran up on the close wall. Good cover from Kicker. Retrieved AWP from James' body. Does it all in this round. Double kill and sending Spirit in for the save. VP looking for the 6th round half. Certainly doable. Spirit will have a rebuy here. It will be a weird one, but it's definitely going to have everything they need. But if VP can win back-to-back rifle rounds, break the money as Spirit, suddenly we're on to a winner.
Yeah, I mean, coming into that round, right, I said how it feels like the double AWP has been a bit of an answer to this. Well, the only downside of a double AWP, mate, is that it's ludicrously expensive to bring out.
Did you catch that ludicrous expense last night?
Man, like, yeah, Hugo. Yeah, look.
Dexter could drop an AWP.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? Dexter does have the money, so they can do it again.
No.
They decide against it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I wonder, yeah, so Dexter's still going to play over... No, there we go. Okay, I was going to say, I wonder if Dexter is going to take up mid now with this AWP. But he decided to do that late. This is a B rush again out of VP. The utility's done a lot of damage, though. They do get into the site, and Team Spirit are all here.
They're going to retake tunnels, so they're just going back to kill a mid player. They think maybe there's a lurker out behind Xbox. You know, Jame often hides here with the AWP, but there's nothing to be seen.
Yeah, it's because
so the tunnels.
It's because Sanji was mid earlier, right? He ran up Cat, killed Chopper, and then got out of there into the tunnels. So they're hunting down this one fight, this one guy. They put it all into trying to find Sanji, and they found him, but he's doing a good job of keeping them out of the tunnels. Mir will trade it, but it's still a big 2-for-1 out of Sanji. He might have single-handedly just got this round over the line for Virtus.pro. 3 in it, all 3. Team Spirit lobbing utility in. The AWP gets a whiff of the player in tunnel and goes back in. Second time's the charm. VP are up onto 5. And now there is no money for Team Spirit heading into the last round of the half.
Yeah, Kicker and Sanji are really doing it all right now for VP. Like, just getting them every single round they need. What a play from Sanji. The fact that he's able to isolate Dexter here as well, he's scoped on deep tunnels, like that's the confidence Dexter has in his team to keep him covered. 2 players to deal with Sanji, and it's still not enough. Dexter dies in the process. And now this is a weak old buy for Spirit in the last round of the half. 1 M4, 1 Scout, 3 Deagles. VP carving a path to a 9-6 half. And this one should be the easiest round yet. But Mia wants to make it anything but. Quick kill, bit of aggression, bit of, oh yeah, hunting maybe, and getting caught by the top mid hold, as well as that lower player grabbing a frag. Chopper did make it past Buster.
Oh,
he has no idea.
Weird now.
Oh, the bomb's here.
Oh my God, the bomb! The bomb's coming to. Oh no,
back.
but James just turned away. James, oh my God.
He can still die.
Yeah, this is still so weird. James looking down mid. James, this is one round where your slowness. Oh, he's just hit a timing again. They're coming back. They're coming back.
Oh.
The Deagle's dead after one. James turns. They get Chopper out of T-Spawn. That was all hanging in the balance, man. It was just a matter of timings, and no one knew what they were going to hit. No one knew what they were going to discover.
Imagine if Jane went there earlier, man. That would have been an orb and the bomb at the feet of Chopper. Instead, it's a difficult retake with no kit.
Yeah, man, and you know, if it wasn't round 15, you'd just be looking to save it. You probably wouldn't even be thinking about this round, but they're going to give it a go. They're going to see what they can do. They get this tunnel's control. They're anxious about T-Spawn. They don't know anything about it. They've gotten by, and so they'll take this control. Now trying to move in together. James lands that first shot, but the trade is found by Dyac. Both players with this crossfire in the sight. Buster now doesn't need to peek. He can wait for Kicker to contact. Dyac will get... Oh my God, the flash blinds Kicker, but he still gets the kill. It's fine. There we go. 9-6 at the end of that first half, and things get a little bit closer now. We've really got a series on our hand. We've already watched 15 rounds. There's even more coming up after the break, so don't go anywhere.
Dexter, welcome to IEM Summer. It's great that you had some time to spend with us here. Would love to know a little bit about how the Spirit team is currently working at the moment, because you guys have been quite a force this entire year. In fact, you've been a difficult team to play against. How do you think that is?
We try to do a lot of styles from the start of the year, and to these times we change a lot of things. So if you're going to talk how difficult to play against Team Spirit, it's we was trying to play in team roles when I came, but they give me more space, like because we don't have a lot of time to train on packs and screams. We try to play 4+1, something like that. But I was playing in rounds the roles that the team gives me. When we have some time to work on it, we did a lot of changes to see how it's going to be worked in the long distance for us, because we have some problems in some tournaments, and we see what we need to change, what should work better for us. And we try to make some changes in our game.
You're going to be playing Virtus.pro next, so I'm assuming you still spend some time looking at their game, and they are obviously another very difficult team also to play against, though you've played them many times in the past. How do you feel about that game coming up?
We played, I remember 2 or 3 last games against VP. We don't win them in this year. Maybe I'm wrong. I was not checking that on national TV, but I would like to say this team is preparing for any opponents, and we understand that. In other days, we was practicing in playing our game, but right now we do prepare things for against VP. We wanna beat them here. We don't wanna leave tournament like we did on Ermer. And we lost against VP. It was like a week ago. So we want to beat them here. And we did some prepared things, and so we practice Ancient. So the third map will be Ancient.
Dexter, we're running out of time, so I just want to thank you so much for joining me here today. I really appreciate it. And best of luck in the game against Virtus.pro that's coming up next.
Thank you, Anders.
It's always sunny on Dust 2. That's why you love it. It's sandy, it's yellow, it's sunny, and we're all having a good time. VP take it on Team Spirit, and we're here keeping the chill house music vibes going, heading into this second half.
Yeah, pretty banging game right now. VP getting back into things. Felt like it could have been a one-sided affair, but the pistol will make that clear or not, I guess, if Spirit can take it. T-side start, Chopper with the util, Mia already gooshed.
Yeah, you know, being real, it was like a great CT half out of Spirit right until the end, and then it kind of spotted to a bit of a halt, right? Largely on the back of the money running out, they started to face some economic woes, and that can always be the undoing of a good half, right? Suddenly now, VP are pretty confident moving into this second half of play. They've got room. Can they capitalize on it? Flash over middle, tries to get Team Spirit this opener. They haven't managed to secure it. They've got one smoke on Chopper. And so this gives you a couple of options. You could try a hand at it like a mid to B. You can use this smoke for the double doors at the B bomb site. It looks like it could be the latter.
Yeah, great angle for Buster. Can just get some taps off here. The smoke will give you warning as well when you see it flying over the roof, but it's coming in late, and he's going to get dropped immediately. Kick it now up for the job, and a quick drop of the bomb. Kick-It's got two. They're jumping through the corner, and they'll finally trade him out. Jane now, third man here. VP just throwing bodies at the problem. Chopper's so low. A couple of players, a shot from death, but the plant will be allowed.
Yeah, that's something at least. Oh, I like this from Mir. I love this position. It's really grimy. It's really gross. But here he is. Oh, the shot in the back of the head. No, doesn't turn around. And Chopper faces him from the front. James still waiting down in middle.
How's he gone back here? He was window. He was fighting B. Now he's saving.
James is in retrograde right now, right? That's what they say.
Oh, he could have at least tried to help his team coming through tunnel, put some pressure on. Obviously, he's backing out, hoping they get aggressive. But, you know, with his team coming back in through tunnel, would love some assistance on that one.
Terrorists win.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Oh, and he does. Well, there it is.
Dead anyway.
Yeah, dead anyway, right? That's what matters.
Oh, dear. Well, this could be a roll now, right? 10-6. Pistol round for Spirit. VP going to force. You don't see these rounds often get one on the CT side of Dust 2. So, you know, maybe a 12-6 here, Harry, before the guns come out. VP, you know, they got 3-0'd at the start of the half as well on the CT side. So pistols have not been good to them. Flash out long, Mia, no fear, but he should have because he's blind, he's naded. There's 3 players crossing and fighting, and somehow he decides he wants nothing to do with it, and they let him get away. Cheeky. Maybe time for a reset, get back towards B. There's only one man there.
With this force buy-in from VP, if Team Spirit do manage to get this round, they would be on a roll. And it would be VP getting shabatted, right? So now this tunnels control taken by Team Spirit. That was pretty good, I thought, Hugo. Come on. Give me some respect.
No, I like it. I like it.
There are 4 players over towards A for VP. And so Team Spirit could find themselves walking into this stack.
Yeah, here's the smokes. They are going to be going into the deagles. Maybe there's a chance for some dangerous shots from VP. Scout on the cross as well, smoked off initially. No headshot smoke. Oh, it's finally come in, so now James going to be hard-pressed to find much. Sanji steals the kill away. James trying to stop the cross, but they're already up on the bomb site. Kick it with a deagle, and this stack is working wonders for VP right now. More deag madness finally put down by the scout, but we have 20 seconds for Spirit to get going. The late long lurk is something, but can the scout trade? No, Sumda Young making this round a reality in a 2v4, now down to the one man of Buster. It's all falling apart. The plant needs to happen, and forget it. Sumda Young's got all the kills. What a round from Team Spirit. Out of nowhere, you were ready to count them out. And as soon as VP certainly did, they stopped considering long. That was right when Sumda Young ran through and finds 3 to close. Ouch for VP. That one's going to sting.
Great scout work, though.
Yeah.
I love a scout player, man. It's such a... It's like... I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. There's something about it. There's something about the scout, man.
It feels like, you know, the pre-nerf war parry, because you're just running so fast with it.
It is so quick. It's like a real zoomy boy. Oh my god, the zoomy boys in this round are getting shut down. Oh, mid stray bullet finds James. Maybe he gets an ace. At the very, very least, he's making a lot of money, isn't it?
Not allowed though.
No, it's fine, man. You know, it's the old saying, no one gets the ace. Everyone gets the 4K, right? And then one of your teammates hounds down the last dude.
I'm glad the pro matches are just like the pugs, but yeah, here we go. It's about time for VP to show up, because otherwise they're going to get rolled in this first map. 2 AWPs. Could that be the solution? Buster joining James.
Okay, Young, right? There's like being confident, then there's deeging down mid in a full buy round. That's just ridiculous. Chopper's managed to get across to the blue bin, but it's his teammates getting dumpstered as they get out through the long doors. This double setup. Oh, it's a little ugly. Yakinda dead without anything. Yakinda are having a very rough time in this game right now. 2-19. I feel like that's kind of slipped under the radar, but man, like he's so often the guy who will open up rounds for Virtus.pro, create you space. That's why it's feeling so claustrophobic right about now.
Yeah, let's hope he can recover for the second map, right? Not that this one is done, but sometimes you just need that, you know, change of the wind onto a new battleground, and one that VP have picked as well, right? They're going to regroup. Leave long, leave 2 CTs on the site, do VP. Buster still has top mid with the AWP, but that's of little value when we have the spawn side reset. Spirit are going back in through the tunnels. Now, the timing is everything, right? Buster will probably reconsider B at some point in the next few seconds and will hopefully be there to deal with this play. But if not, this is a rough ride for VP with no kit. Buster has some nades, but he's still not looking at B, and with every second that passes, Spirit get closer. Finally, he posts up, but he is not convinced, Harry.
Yeah, man, he's just responsible for so much of this map right now. The flash is good, at least, and Buster is back into B in time. He's not able to stop them from moving in. The AK brings him down low, and the Molotov burns him out. The bomb plant's going to come through, and with James still alive, he calls in the save in this round.
Yeah, and you can't really laugh at that. It is the right call, sadly, right? Buster needed a kill to tempt VP in for that retake, especially with no kit and all that util lost in the window. Maybe something there to pick up, but not enough to justify VP going for it. They need the guns, they need the money, they need the rounds, though, at the same time, and Spirit are getting awfully close to closing their pick. Kicker scavenging a couple of grenades at least, but it's a very small victory right now. I mean, you don't even care if you're Spirit. You've got the money, and you know, really.
Young knew that was going to happen as well. He was looking at him. He was showing us, and then he's laughing the moment it happens, man. Young is like a great character, I think, man.
Yes.
Like whenever we have him on, he's always a good time. He's always nice and smiley.
Yeah, this Spirit team is super likable, right? Like, you know, obviously not just from the talent they have in, I think Mir and Chopper especially, like more of the experienced, well-known players, but Dex has proven to be a real talent, not only in the server, but, you know, talking to him as well. And Magis, he's so sweet.
Yeah, man, you gotta love Magix. How can't you? Plus, like, for such a young player, his, like, decision-making and stuff, like, he just never looks flustered. And that amazes me.
Right, this is it for VP. They've put all their money in. I actually like this buy. It does leave them with no util, but gives them an extra buy round. A lot of teams would have just saved for 14. VP, we need a hero, though. We really do. Buster dealing with the B play. It was a long take for Spirit that they bailed from and reset up Catwalk. So they are still going into the more heavily stacked bomb site of the 2, but the smokes will help them get there, get up close. Chopper lining things up with Dexter. And we still have that lower lurk. We'll see how that comes into play to kill these rotates. It's all going to depend on whether Spirit can get into the bomb site. First up is Yakinda, 2 kills, make it a third, finally on the board, and looking to do more. Yakinda having a round. Smokes will keep Spirit out as well. He threw that on the way up. And this is a very awkward stoppage for Spirit. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Just got to wait out the util. And at that point, your smokes are faded as well, right? It's going to be even harder to get into the bomb site. The molly is beautiful. Yakinda finally waking up here for VP. Better late than never.
Yeah, he's had such a quiet game, and he's more than doubled his kill count here. He's on 3, and he's looking for even more. Oh, maybe the ace. There it is, Yakinda. From 0 to hero. From 2 kills on the board to 7. It's an ace in the round.
All right.
VP 7 to their name, and maybe a late game activation of Yakinda could be in order to try and save the day.
I mean, you said it earlier, Harry, they do get paid by the hour, right? These guys love, making you think that you've won the game. Oh no, someone call an ambulance, but not for me. Let's see if VP can have a second win here in this first map. Fast out long again. Spirit can't be deterred by the way that round went. The quick smoke on the molly at the blue bins as well keeps the player alive. Oh, Yakinda's so blind. Magic with the pick, and Miz Mac 10 spams him through the smoke. A brutal dose of reality dished out back to VP. Can only celebrate for so long. Hero Spirit back out.
You do still have Jame and Kicker back in the site, and even Buster has pulled himself around into CT. So a lot of attention towards A. They boost Jame up in, but Dexter holding this from Pit. These are the fights Dexter wants. You know, this can feel really awkward for VP. Like, you know there's a lot of dudes at long. You don't know exact numbers, but you know there's a lot there. And you're set up to play retake, but it's like, you know, if this comes down to retaking, you need to have a monster performance or else the round's just done. They can't peek long to get info. They've just got to wait. And so they're having to play very reactively at this point in time. Spirit are now up into the site. They're going to flash a man through. Kicker sandwiched between enemy lines. Ooh, but hang on. The Molotov burns out some Dyac. Magix also dies in the Molotov. How has this just happened? The Molly's just killed 2 for crying out loud. Yeah, and now it's just Dexter left standing.
The smoke was fading. Magix couldn't stand anywhere else. It was the last second spread. He thought he was safe. Now it's onto the clutch. Dexter with the AWP. 1v2. They're moving up CT with a smoke. Buster up close. Dexter's got the shot. And now up to Jame on long. Dexter's considering it. He knows exactly what's happening. Jame is walking up though. And Dexter not ready for that. It's a VP finding a must-win round, putting themselves on 8. That felt like there was never going to be VPs. Where did that come from?
Hey, what's going on? The Molotovs in this series are like doing bonus damage or something, man. There's been so many Molly kills. So many.
Unreal. And that was a 3v5 as well at the gate, right? You know, Team Spirit fast entries on long. Like, that's their round. They just have to trade their way through. But look at the kill feed.
That was a 2v5 from the moment that they go on to win the round, right?
Obliterated. Ouch. Oh, no, Harry. This is how you get back in. This is how you do it. Spirit, they've got an Eco 1. Should be another freebie for VP, and James certainly feels that way. Getting aggro, won't get the kill, but will still survive. Careful, James. Just doesn't know when to quit, does he? The nade goes in, they try and chase him down, but Yakinda helps out from Catwalk, and he's farming with the SD as well. More headshots, more money, but not forever.
Do we believe in the Dexter Glock 1v4?
We do not.
We don't. We actively rallying against it.
Don't even try and hype this one up, Harry.
Okay, I won't. There we go. Good thing I didn't. Good thing I didn't, Hugo. Thank you. 9 on the board for VP. Okay, okay. You've got my attention now, VP. You've got it. 4 rounds between them and Team Spirit. And what was once looking like a surefire victory for the Team Spirit squad is now left hanging rather awkwardly in the balance. They've had a couple of good opportunities to find rounds, and yet VP have stolen them away every time.
Yeah, and you know, maybe on some teams we wouldn't be giving it as much consideration, but we know what VP are like. We know what the games they win are like as well. And, you know, we've seen this happen before, and we can see it happen again just like that. James has opened up onto Mia. One of the stars of the server right now is gone. So, more things boding well for VP. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that could have been a kill for some Young. Buster lives to tell the tale. Magis is getting burnt out again on the catwalk. He will walk through the molly. But no one is safe from those flames.
Right, I'm looking at Magix. I'm looking at a guy showing some real gamer posture, and I'm hoping that is what it's going to take. Like, he is leaning into the screen right now. Is this the golden ticket? They got this utility, plenty of it, plenty of Molotovs. They've got a smoke as well to try and get them out and past James Orr, but they don't throw any of that. They're going in pretty dry, all things considered. And oh, it doesn't feel smooth, but Magix will turn and deal with Yakinda. They've still got this AWP trapped at ramp, and Magix having a round. The gamer posture coming in handy. Sanji trades it, but a 2-on-3. There's a chance for Spirit in this one now. There's an opportunity, and they've got to be all about seizing it. They know they've got Sanji trapped at long. They're both just wide to this angle, looking for this fight. Kikat's really late up through the catwalk, trying to come in on this CT wrap, but there's very little time. Oh. Sanji with the swing is, Chopper playing the trigger discipline. Ooh. And there's the double. Oh, just Kikat left to find. He does get the kill, but no time for the defuse. Huge round out of Chopper. The balls to play trigger discipline there as he's just gone by you in the smoke.
Wow.
That's a round-winning play, and it puts Team Spirit up onto 14. Now, it does come with its fair share of costs, right? You win the round, but nobody survives. Both teams are feeling the burn at the end of that round.
Yeah, but VP even more than Spirit right in this position. Not only is it more expensive to buy, but, you know, even though, like, Spirit have such a lead, they have such room to close this map now. VP, double AWP at least. Again, coming down to having no utility, really. A couple of smokes and a Molotov. But they're going to try and make plays with these rifles. Yakinda pushed up top mid. And he is going all the way in. Mir's timing could not be worse. He's just missed it. Yakinda hearing those footsteps. And he's crawling in on the flank. Mir can hold it, but for how long? And Yakinda might even not activate. He's going to go for it. Oh, the shadow seen. Some Young. Not getting the kill. And this is now very weird because they know they have Spirit 5-man boxed into long. There's not really much question about it. So with Yakinda making sure they can't leave that position, VP can keep 4 players in the A bomb site. In fact, they're not even holding the flank. They're convinced that Spirit are going to commit forward, and they're right. Smokes are down. And VP not peeking long, not giving the AWP, or in this case, the scout, anything to work with. Spirit are going to have to come to them.
Chopper's still up and close, and this utility hasn't gone in yet. They're playing it on the sneak up, but VP flash kicker in. There was a lot of potential for damage, and Sanji is the man to capitalize. Now, the scout trades him out at least, but you're in a 2-on-3. You're lacking the firepower. You're lacking the room to get into this site. Some Young trying to make it happen. Hasn't spotted Yakinda yet, who's good for the first. Oh my god, the AWP's just missed. Buster will nail it the second time around, and it's a good thing he does as well, because that could have got out of hand. VP reached double digits as well. And with both teams, you know, as we said, going into that, feeling the burn of the economy, it's Team Spirit now on the worst end, having to just take an eco. VP are hoping this can be a clean round. If you keep this round clean, that could be perfect for building into this comeback, right?
Yeah, even though 14 gets grabbed out of nowhere with that 1-on-3 from Chopper, still VP never deterred. Jane back to lower, and this time he gets the kill. Magic's gone. Jane back in with another, and he knows he has a bit more room to hold on now as well with his team surrounding him. Smoke for the top of middle, Kick getting aggressive, and just trying to clean up these pistol players. Easily done. But it's all fine. It's all good. Chopper lost a fall, and it's going to be VP finding a flawless round. That's great for the money. And it's great for the round count as VP build back in yet again. You can just never count this team out of a comeback, no matter how one-sided it feels at times. Spirit, they've got to close it. They've got to do it soon.
Yeah, once more, they're all in this. They've got the glass cannon up on Dexter. They can feel that time's running out as well. VP are a very hard team to stop when they get this momentum. Magix decides that a big boy player's got to get made. And so he runs straight through middle and sidelines Sanji up on the catwalk. Lovely little opener. Chopper has snuck out through long as well.
Oh no.
Trying to re-aggress on the short side with Yakindar and Jame. We might need another big round out of Yakindar here. This is where he got his ace, but this time he dies at the first hurdle. Magix on a tear has opened up this A bomb site, and it's time with Chopper's long wrap to flush the AWP out. They even drop onto Kicker to add insult to injury. Not only is this 15 on the board for Spirit, but it's a ludicrously dominant round where they keep 5 alive and they remove almost everything from Virtus Pro.
Yeah, AWP's out the map. No chance here. With Kicker even gone, that's financial devastation for VP. Luckily keeping a bit in the coffers, but Spirit on 15 now. It's been quite the hard-fought battle to get to this point, but they'll come out with all the loot. No saved guns for VP in this situation. And a very awkward position to be in now. Got to play for overtime. Yakinda has had one hell of a recovery. He might die straight away there, but you know, he was 2-19. Since that point, he's 10-5, right? So obviously one of those rounds, finding an ace certainly helps, but maybe waking up a little bit too late to this game. It could help them on the second map, but right now this could be the beginning of the end. Spirit 5 kills away from closing Dust 2, and not many weapons on the other side to stop them. 1 M4, no kit, no nades, and very little hope here for VP. They're going to try and make plays again.
Kicker's up through the long doors. He's got that little shadow advantage that we so often talk about. He could hit a timing on this long aggro. That molly traps these 2 players forward, but the flash comes in from Jame and it sets them up to deal with players on the catwalk. Chopper will keep it even in a 2-on-2. Can't understate how important those trades were. And Kicker gets aggro through the long doors, catching Chopper, moving back in. Now,
nice
Spirit,
reaction.
yeah, the reaction is immediate. They realize, well, there's 2 in A. Kicker knows that they know this as well, so he's trying to make moves of his own by already wrapping in through T-spawn. A good reaction from VP to the reaction of Spirit. One man in the B site trying to hold the ground is Buster, but he dies immediately without even a say in the round. And Kicker's wrap is read by some Die Young. It is just Jame with a scout in the 1v2, and there's no option to save today. Jame has got to give this one a go. It's feeling unlikely. Team Spirit looking to get their map pick over the line, and it's just Jame that stands in their way. The scout has got to be true. As it goes in, this crossfire is brutal. Dexter makes it happen. Team Spirit 1-0 up in this series now. And VP, with their map pick on the horizon, we're hoping they can pick it up. So this can all culminate on an ancient third map.
party like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you're not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. How you know the flow, got him coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone would show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats. On stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it.
Well, the CIS derby got off to a cracking start as Team Spirit repeated history from the last time these two teams played each other and took their map pick of Dust 2. And it was a great start for Spirit on the CT side. We have to remind people, Virtus Pro chose to play the T side first. Dust 2 is all about the momentum, and Kassad, VP couldn't find it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna drop some knowledge here about Dust 2.
I'm ready.
It happened the same thing happened to VP that happened to Gambit against Vitality. They were facing double op on CT side and they just didn't play right. So if you're a T, right, and you're facing two ops, all right, you can play your two ops. I'm gonna take cat fast from you, and I'm gonna force your utility. I'm gonna force your rotation. I'm gonna play my set piece off that, right? If you do that, maybe if I don't get a long spawn, I do that. If I get a long spawn, I rush long. If I don't do that, maybe I walk into B with 3 people, you know, with the Xbox smoke and faking fast control on cat. Nothing happened. The thing is, like, slow default, they do not work against double op on CT side. That's a general knowledge on Dust 2.
Okay, I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you halfway because...
No, you're going to meet me all the way, the whole way.
No. Yeah, I'm going to come towards you. I'm going to take a step back. I'm also going to take a step back. Spirit were 6-1 in the lead, right? That's pistol round 1, and then that's a reset. Then VP actually manages to win 6 rounds on the T side. So they figured out the solution just too late. They won some rounds. Just put down that banana, because now you're scaring me. They actually found out the solution at the end. They abused that B split, slowly punishing rotations. The first times they tried to play fast, they got shreked. They slowed down.
Take a look at the rounds. Go download the demo. Take a look at the rounds.
What do you mean? We just watched the game together.
You're gonna watch it again. Take a look at the demo and see how many rounds they won against a single op and how many rounds they won a slow default against double op.
I actually don't know how many times. I think they won probably 2 to 3 rounds against double op.
They won nothing.
That's not true.
That's the thing.
It's straight up not true. Where is round 8? Where is round 8? Is round 8 ready to come?
Well, let's take a look at round 8.
Yes,
so this is Spirit making a mistake, right?
To be honest, I don't even know if Spirit have a double up there. But this is where VP actually punishes Spirit, being a little bit overzealous. James punishes that pick from short. And then from this point on, he's just going to wait with the AWP. Even though they were in a bad spot, he jumps down to mid. Then there is going to be another mistake coming in. That's the peak that they should not have done. This is here VP slowing down the pace and punishing Spirit, trying to be a little bit over-eager. With the AWP, slowed down, mid to B split. Do you validate?
This was just James being on the right spot.
There we go.
To deny that
where's that one?
pick.
Where's that one? See, no, please, no, keep going with your explanation.
Do not play slow default. Do not play slow default against 2 ops.
Inflatables at dawn. So let's just take a look at Mer versus Yakinda. We're talking about these boys in the pre-match. Mer showed up big style, and he really needed to for Team Spirit, while Yakinda, Still maybe needing to go back to aimbots.
He bounced
Maniac.
back. He bounced back. You can't
Yes,
bounce
he
back.
did.
Side, yeah.
He, at some point in this game, Mir was on 20 kills and Yakinda was on 2. This is where I started thinking, hold on, something is wrong.
But I'm not gonna blame Yakinda for this one on the T side. It's not his fault. He is being forced to play slow. He is gonna be walking into ops without map control. He needs to be like in moves that are going faster, fast cat take with an Xbox smoke, fast long take, long bursts, B bursts, stuff like that. That's gonna like give him a chance to actually kill someone. He's just walking into ops and dying. Obviously, he's gonna have 2 frags.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for VP if we foreshadowing a little bit the second map, the fact that he found some breathing room at the end and he found some kills. We saw that ace that kickstarted everything for him. He had 2 kills, went on to 7, ends up on 14. So if you just look at the last few rounds, he's in the place, his bat is in the building. My only fear is that we move on to Inferno and you're talking about fast pace, you're talking about Kinder making the difference. I don't see how Inferno really plays into that.
They start CT side.
They're actually going to. So he's not even going to have to entry first in the first half. So is that going to translate? So we're just Yakinda finding the form at the end.
Yeah, it's all gonna be about like the pace the game plan they have for that Inferno, right, on CT side. You know, is he gonna be able to do his things or not? Depending also on Spirit or how they're gonna take the approach to Banana, or the actual game plan are gonna go more towards B pops or like Astralis did yesterday, or they're gonna go into like A splits or A walkings like Gambit against Astralis again, and it's not gonna be all on him, to be honest. Inferno is a very narrow map. You don't get a lot of opportunity to just go wide and just swing everywhere. You can fight Banana, but it's going to be really tough. You can fight top middle, it's going to be really tough because of the utility that costs very little but gets you so much on Inferno.
All right then, Kassad. So we know what Yakinda is like on the CT side of Inferno. We know that he's going to be bombing it down Banana. If you are Spirit, how are you going to handle that on your T side?
So the thing with Inferno right now is the fact that Banana is not really heavily defended by the CTs anymore. You just simply cannot take it unless you're taking a huge risk. Even when you take it, it's so easy to retake with a couple of flashes. Right now, Heroic is using a couple of set flashes there, and I think people are copying it. But I think they have to stay back and force themselves into a retake, which is a normal meta on Inferno CT side of Banana. Right now, I think Spirit is going to have an easy time taking. It's all about them entering the sites. I remember back in Katowice that Spirit had a massive problem finishing the round. I think that still happens to this day, and I think if VP realizes that, they're going to get into double digits on CT side of Inferno.
Yeah, because I think it plays into VP's strength, right? We sat here talking about protocols, talking about optimizing, being patient. On the CT side of Inferno, that's going to help them for sure.
Oh, you two, you're getting along finally.
Of course we are.
Hopefully you can keep it up over the next map. We're going to Inferno, Virtus.pro's map pick, and it's looking likely we might even make it to Ancient. But you're going to have to wait to find out if we do, because after this break, the next map's coming up.
Yes, nice shot, my friend.
Cheaters ruining your plays?
I have eyes on the enemy.
Bad servers stopping your shots? What you need is ESEA. Advanced anti-cheat to stop cheaters. And the best servers around, all with 128 tick rate. ESEA, the best way to play CSGO.
No!
See?
Should have gone to.
Wait, that's our chicken.
You run into the decoy, bro. Oh!
Oh my god, where am I aiming? Dude, these are going through you, I swear.
From an angle.
Just get him!
Oh, clutch. Bro, no way!
Oh, Marky almost went out again, dude.
No, I died. How did I die from the fall?
Oh, I'm just killing them, dude.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I killed him with the punch.
Never seen you lose these.
Oh,
Dude, trust me.
You're getting punched. Oh. Kill the chicken.
Wait, get his chicken, get his chicken.
How is that not a...
You got a good one.
Wait,
It's one shot, Mark. There's no way you try to right click it. Oh, what a key.
What are you doing, kid?
how is that not... Bro, I can't hit anyone.
Time, Aaron.
How did you have the line, dude?
Marky, dude.
Dumbass.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's inter, bro.
Intermate.
Get him, Josh. Get him.
Sit down.
No.
Oh.
One bang. This guy got stuck on the wall.
Look at him, look at him. He thinks it's fast. Oh, back. Oh.
Dude, no way.
No!
Yup.
No! Dude, fight me like a man!
Hey.
He's going for it. Get the guy on top.
Dude, that's such bullshit, dude. That fucking jump at the top.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's about to come down.
Laser, stand in the middle.
What?
What is he doing?
Oh my god, he sniped me, Marky.
Oh my god, that's
Get
no
him,
way.
get him, Justin.
Oh yeah, the chicken.
No.
No.
Oh. Oh
down.
my god.
That was on, bro.
I got the chicken. Hold him there. Hold him there. He's done for. What? The spread. Oh, jam him. Oh!
Let's go.
He's just scared now.
No.
Oh, that went through him. That went through him.
Finish it.
You're not gonna be able to do that shit.
Jiggle stepped him. Jiggle stepped him. What? It bounced back and killed me. Snipe him out. Snipe him. You missed it. If you hit that jump. Go for the grenade when it's 2-on-1, Lucky. Oh, my god.
So easy.
No!
Intel Extreme Masters Summer is brought to you by Intel, Acer Predator, 1xBet, and DHL.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the second map in this series, Inferno, between Team Spirit and VirtusPro. VP, they tried to complete the comeback back on Dust, but they weren't able to get it over the line. Heading onto their map pick now, we need to see more from VP. I want big rounds out of Yakinda. I want some big orb shots from Jabe. Can we get them? Let's find out.
Time will tell. And yeah, Yakinda warmed up a little bit near the end of that game of Dust too. Maybe here on Inferno he can find his footing out of the gate and give us a little bit more of what we're used to. We all want Ancient. We all want that third map. And so let's see if we can get there. Spirit got to deal with the B play to start. Miz tucked in at the sandbags. Good flash from his teammate. But oh no, another one comes over and he's full blind. Chopper whites him. And now the B rush coming in. Only Chopper here to stop them. If he doesn't get a kill, this is a lost round. He needs something here. Molotov down. It's missed though. It's on top of him. Chopper living in the flames and living rent free, but not for long. VP hunts him down and now they can get the plant.
Yeah, a bit of a rough pistol for Spirit. There was definitely a chance for me to do something there. You know, even one kill out of him would have made a huge difference. Would have made a huge difference. A 3-on-5 retake, that's rough. No one wants this. Some Dyac, I know that he's over here in the ruins. They're just not giving him this fight. Magics will catch one, but look at the immediate swing from like 9 different positions, man. You cut one head off the beast and 2 more grow back. Dexter does take one to the grave, but it is the round for VP.
Yeah, Sanji's having a ball today. He's having a great old time. Everyone dies to the bomb, but who cares? VP were rebuying the helmets anyway. And so Spirit even got to force up. Great map to do it, right? Like getting those smokes in. I actually love this buy for Spirit. We see so many of these delay plays, dropping the smokes in choke points and winning the round to time, or at least, you know, setting yourself up for a win via the time. It's not always that easy, though. A lot of teams don't respect the smokes. VP, however, very slow T-sides, always to be expected from these guys. So let's see if that's the bane of their existence. Running up ult and taking a bit of banana control as well. God, they're holding these smokes for a while. This could cost them if anyone were to go out, but...
Look, man, you know who you're up against. You know that VP weren't going to give you some 5-man rush round, right? So the longer you hold on to these smokes for, the more valuable they become.
Yeah, and now the thing is, VP haven't seen a single smoke, so they're not expecting this 5-smoke buy at this point. They're not thinking, all right, guys, we've got the clock to worry about. You know, they got 3 at B right now, and there's only a minute on the clock. This can be a Spirit round from that alone.
Yeah, this can massively work in their favor. They just need to not all die. And right now, that is looking more challenging than you would like. There's the smoke at top banana. Now VP try to go back. We need some Dyac to drop his smoke in top mid right now, or else they're going to be up and past it. And so his arrives a little late. He does smoke off the short side. This gives him something. And Magix is holding on to the apartments. They flush out the player back in the site, but they still haven't dealt with the apps player yet. There's Jay moving in to make it happen. VP, all things considered, right, there were a lot that could have gone wrong in this round. They see it through, they get the second.
Yeah, it would have been easy to respect those smokes there, but VP, after they spotted the triple B, they just wanted to run A as quick as they could. They knew they would beat the rotate, so good stuff to be just jumping through that porch smoke, getting up on top of the balcony. Jane with a late apps play as well, gets rid of the Galil. Yukinda hit a close. Oh dear, gets caught swapping out guns.
Yeah, but on the upside, he picked up the Galil as he died, and now it dropped on short, so they can't retrieve it.
Oh dear. Lots of deaths at the end. And Kicker grabs an AK at least. Scout save full Spirit, otherwise going to have to be the full eco. VP already looking a lot better. They got neither of the pistols back on dust. All the conversions went the way of Spirit as well. So 2 3-0s to start the half. It's VP's turn now.
Yeah, these rounds are never fun. Zeus? Hugo, get the sound effect ready. Come on. Nah, look. They're creeping. They're actually past some Dyac. Oh my God! He runs out in the mid. He runs in between the enemies, and he deals with 2. Now, this shouldn't be around for Spirit. He shouldn't be able to take it much further than this. But it does make it interesting, doesn't it? It does make you think. It stops and makes you think, and you say to yourself, could they? They lose Chopper down here in mid, and Mir might face much the same fate as he's spotted crossing, brought down very, very low in the process. VP aren't jumping the gun, you know, like in getting this bomb down. They're being very methodical in this situation. They recognize that this is a vulnerable position to be in. Ooh. All right.
Yeah,
well, there's the conversion.
Yukinda already looks a lot better off on this map, right? Something Kassar mentioned on the desk that was a really good point as well on Dust was like, yeah, T-side, right? The thing that about VP's T-side, it was painfully slow. It wasn't like they were, you know, maybe they would occasionally run out long and chill there for a bit. But other than that, we never really saw fast plays. The mid to Bs got ruined. They were really, really slow, getting trapped in the mid chokes. The cat plays weren't even really there for VP. So, yeah, you know, no surprise to see Yukinda start slow with a really slow T-side where he's not able to, you know, get flashed in and get involved. Well, now on Inferno, it's a very different ball game. Double orb here on the CT side, straight into the first buy, and a missed shot up in the apartments, which just has to, Magix has to molly. Cast Astralis last time, didn't we? So still in the back of my mind.
Wait, Magisk left Astralis for this?
Well, actually, Spirit's still in the tournament. Magisk is not.
All right.
That's just an observation.
That is just factual. You are just saying it how it is, Hugo.
It do be like that.
And they hated him, for he spoke the truth.
Oh, back to B, I think, for VP. They've shown a lot of pressure and presence in the apartments, and in middle, they're going to group Banana. 2 CTs here. Got no mollies to stop the B push. Flash and a smoke split between 2. VP getting ready to line up the utility, more than enough to run a blanket execute. And Mir's not going to get that smoking because he's probably going to stay scoped up with the orb, flashed off the angle, and they've gotten into the pit.
Oh, Mir with a missed shot and now very, very low. There isn't any util to get him out of this position, but the spam will do it. Chopper up on the boost. Somehow stays alive. And now in a 4-on-4, this is a round you might look to give a go. Dyac can't deny that bomb plant, so they will be retaking here. You've got 1 flash, and it better be the best flash you've ever thrown. Now they're saving.
No way!
They've called it off.
A 4-on-4? Not tempting enough for you? They had the kit, they had the flash, they were all there. Damn. I mean, that just goes to show how busted the economy is if Spirit making that call. Like, you know, whatever. They could have won that. They could have also got completely melted. It's just going to come down to whatever the captain calls, and they respect the call. But that is a real shame to see. Perfect opportunity to go for a round. Would have loved to kill out of Mir from the back of the bomb site. Don't know how he gets spammed out through the smoke as well. A perfect clear for Sanji to essentially win VP the round off that 1 frag. Now, saving 4 guns, look at what it's done. It does give you everything, right? You get the 4 mollies, you don't have the double AWP, but you've still got Dexter wielding his. And so that's the benefit, right? You get an immediate rebuy rather than the risk of going 5-0 down off the back of an eco. Now you can deny that. And let's see if it was worthwhile to hold on to their weapons. Molly's down Banana, lots of utility going either which way. Buster eats double grenades, and he's down low.
Nice from Chopper to get out of there. Doesn't give that kill away. And hanging around at top Banana. And so VP do as VP often does, right? Which is just spread out, take this default, hold these positions, see if Team Spirit give you anything. You know, it's in like these moments of the rounds we might normally look to guys like your Kinder to try and, you know, create this space in the first place.
Yeah, they're keeping the pressure on a B, but Spirit are not convinced. They've even moved a 3rd player away now. And the AWP has taken a nice aggro angle to keep information at least somewhat towards the top of B. VP going to be committing with the smokes on the A site. Moto down. Mir's up on long right now. Dyac got a molly. That could be huge as it comes down on short. It burns out Buster. Those mollies are so brutal. Jane will trade. Kicker getting flashed in. Abs player not cleared. Falling in. Dyac helps Magic's out. And VP doubling back to maybe a save of their own. They've got nothing else to do. Nowhere to go. And so the towel is thrown in.
And their journey ends where their journey began, back here in T-Spawn.
So that, right, that again shows the worth of the save there for Spirit. They come out with 4 alive again. They even keep a good bit of utility to save yourself from reinvesting. So a really nice round out of Spirit there. And not falling for that late rotate out of B as well. They even had Mir there in time, if needed.
All right, they're back in with another go of it for VP. Once again, this early Banana fight coming through with all the utility blanketing this position. VP do just concede this fight. They wait the util out. Flashing through the smokes now and starting to exert some pressure on Banana. We might have one of these early fights. Chopper waiting for an angle to present itself, and eventually they will decide to just give it up. Let VP have this Banana territory that they've been looking for.
Yeah, the question in this round is on the timing of that third man. Dexter, will he ever rotate? He's still got all that mid info. VP is setting up smokes right now, minute on the clock. Gonna commit with this. Oh, they're going flash first before the smoke. Chopper can't throw it in the choke. He has to drop it to stop a Molotov. Mirror on the boost with a big gap in that CT smoke. Oh dear, it's getting weird. Chopper cleared from the back of B, and now it belongs to Virtus Pro. Sunday Young could be the hero of this round. He's going to jump over the top. Oh, he can't stop the bomb in time, though. He's too late for this. He's just waiting on the Coffin's fade. And there it is, catching James, trying to escape. Sets up Spirit for the retake. 4 on 3 now. Sanji up close on the Coffins. Sunday Young in no hurry. We've got double mollies for the retake. You can clear so many positions out for Spirit. Ikinda going to try and take a fight, but he falls short. Magic's traded almost, but he gets away with a double, and everyone is cleared out from the back of B. Felt like Sanji had that kill into spawn. Could have been a chance there for VP, but instead these retakes have looked brutal.
Yeah, man, since Team Spirit have kind of have everything they've needed, you know, like you're talking the AWPs, all the util, they've looked really, really good. And these like patient responses to the retake scenarios of VP have been great. That round there, they just sweat them out. And this from Magic's was huge. You've got some incredible pieces in this Team Spirit squad. And always, to me, I don't know what it is. I think it is just like the age thing more than anything. Magic's is very much someone who sticks out, right? Like, I think it's such a cool, like, oh, such a cool fact that he is such a talent.
Yeah, right. I mean, CIS region with young players, it's synonymous. Look at Gambit, an even better example. Not just one young guy, but a whole group of it. And quite the talent. I mean, future generations of Counter-Strike, obviously we never know where this game is going to go. Where's it going to be in 5 years? Where's it going to be in 10 years? Will there be another Counter-Strike? Will we still be on Go? All these questions. I mean, we've got potentially decades more of young, unfostered talent that we don't even know about now that are going to break onto the scene and onto our screens. And people like Magix could be at the forefront of that. Now, a B explosion again for VP. They're going to try not to signal it too early with smokes coming over the roof. Just want to flash first, like they did in the previous round. That CT smoke again missed last time. It cost them a kill, so need to make sure that doesn't happen again for VP. Flash makes everything awkward for a second, but no one re-aggresses. Molly is ready this time for Chopper as well. He can actually stop this B play, churn, kick it up, and co.
Yeah, Molly's dropped. VP once again with no time. You've either got to wait or go through it. And they will wait it out, but this leaves them with even less time. That precious resource that they have none of. And into the crossfires they go. It's not gone well for them. Mir's putting on a bit of a clinic here at the back of the site, just tapping them out of the round. Beautiful. Team Spirit up onto 3, and it's a flawless round as well. Since that 4-man save, they've won everything, and now their money's in a really good spot as well, because the rounds have been so clean.
Yeah, that's a good sign, though. We often see CTs get, be the bane of the economy on this half, right, and just get bullied and get pushed around and never really get into it. It's the opposite right now. So Spirit, it's all about holding on to this, keeping clean rounds.
I was about to say the exact same thing. I was going to say, man, yeah, like on Inferno, the thing that you always see is like the CTs just getting ruined and having to save all the time and like never having money.
I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, well, Hugo.
I'm just trolling you, Harry, don't worry. But it is a great point that you make.
Yeah, man. Well, great minds think alike, Hugo.
That is true.
Out through long. And now back into mid.
Back to B maybe for VP. Although there's still a minute on the clock. You can never be convinced with this team on the T side.
They drop little breadcrumbs wherever they go, man. They're ready to follow that trail back home. Back to T-spawn if needed.
How did that end? Didn't they get boiled alive or something?
In that fairy tale, yeah, I think so. I think they like died in an oven or something.
Cooked.
Someone definitely got ovened at some point.
Yeah, someone got ovened. Yeah, maybe everyone. We'll see who's getting burnt to pieces in this round because the mollies have been especially brutal in this BO3 so far. you caught Dust 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Explosion popping out the apartments. Kinder with the opener, and the pit player needs to hold on. Young with almost a double, but almost will not get you around. VP have the A side with the smoke down, and that might finally force a save again from Spirit. They don't want to do it.
Yeah, they're still
but it's in the back
here.
of their mind.
They're still here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What?
All right, lad. Go on, Chopper. Go on. Now they're probably a little more invested. Now they're a little more interested. But James on the short side, ooh, trying to fight back, and he is good for the double. Not missing. Not missing on those short players. Dexter's left to save the AWP. Big double out of James. Dodges the danger that Chopper had kick-started in that round there. And look at him, James hunting. What's happening? I don't believe what I'm seeing. Sanji died to the bomb, of course. And James doesn't discover the saving player. Dude, are we witnessing an evolution of James? He doesn't just save anymore. Now he stops you saving as well. Saves are for James only.
Yeah. Patented.
It's James time for a reason.
He'll sue you. Watch out. Pause for VP. More to think about, more to talk about. Trying to work out where Spirit are going with this follow-up buy. And yeah, that shot from Chopper, unbelievable, right? No info, random tap through the smoke. But if anything, it loses Spirit more guns than it helps them, right? It tempts them back into that bomb site. And well, luckily enough, the money is still good here.
A little pause for VP. I wonder what changes they're going to make heading into this round here and now. Still a little ways away from, you know, breaking the money and being where you want to be. So it is still that grind of getting through these rifle rounds. Buster deciding that something a little bit faster might be in order. And here's the thing, if you're VP now and you've got this opening, you don't even have to do anything. Like, they've got a lot of guys over towards top B that could explode in, don't get me wrong. They don't have to. All the pressure's on Spirit, but it looks like they might want to commit with this. The bombs moved in. They flashed themselves over. That smoke at top banana. I wonder now if that's the decision to no longer commit to be confirmed. And it looks like it. But as mentioned, man, all the pressure's on Spirit here. They're in a 4-on-5. They're a man down. They're the ones having to take risks, having to take gambles. If anything, you know, I kind of like that VP don't commit to the B bomb site there. There was a third man rotating round for Spirit as well. And now they go back in towards the A bomb site, which is under-defended, and the CTs are a little out of position because they both rotated over towards B.
Oh, re-aggro for Young. Oh, he catches Chikinda. That almost was a perfect play for VP. They were contacting up short. They could have caught Magix alone in the site, but that flash makes them hesitate. And then the re-aggro gives Spirit a 4-on-4, even aggressing with the AWP, gonna get caught. Oh, Kicker, oh my goodness, I was gonna say, how long does he hold the shot? He thinks it's clear though, and it is anything but. Mir at the back of the bomb site, waiting, and Kicker flicks back. My goodness, if Mir peeked initially, Kicker would have never have known. But Mir trying to hold the shot, and it costs him his life, and maybe with that, the round. James killing Young, trying to get back in on Coffins. And Magic's nothing to do but save. Yeah, VP, the classic, right? They love a bit of Inferno, the back and forth, the rotates in and out. It looked like they were fully committed to that short play, but VP, they love to change the grain. Sanji's dropped his primary weapon. I know he doesn't want to give away an AK, but you're not going to get any hunt kills with a Glock.
What are you talking about, mate? This is just, you know, Sanji's primary is the Glock. That's his weapon of choice.
Well, he's grabbed an AUG at least, so it's all fine and dandy now. VP, more rounds on this T side. Again, I want to bring it up because it's, you know, it's rare to see in a map of Inferno, but the CTs have done a really good job of holding on to their money. Like, always getting away with 1 or 2 saves, calling it when it's, you know, very clearly not possible. And despite a lot of rounds in the T half of VP, Spirit have been rebuying every single time, yet to be put to pistols. This could finally be it if they lose this round with no saves. Dexter getting flashed off of mid, blind shot doesn't connect, Jane with the AWP instead now owns the angle. And B getting taken from both sides, Chopper to win that one out. Time to give up Banana fully if you're Spirit, let them have it. 4 on 5, easy stuff, pressure's on VP now.
He's still hanging around, flashed off the angle, but he nails the shot while blind. The bomb is alone here on James.
Yeah.
He's going for a risky old trade. These are not the risks that spring to mind when you think of this guy. Sanji's coming all the way back through T-spawn, and the looks of things to come and join him. As is Yakinda. And they do still have all this utility, so that's going to come in handy, right? You can smoke the coffins, you can smoke CT, and it wouldn't surprise me if the player on the boost ends up getting Molotov'd out of position as well. So you are going to, you know, really inflict some hurt to Spirit if you use the util, but instead they're peeking it dry, and Yakinda opens up into B. Now the utility comes through. Mir on the pillar again, but he's getting hounded down. The utility's finding great damage. He's still in the position, finally dealt with by Sanji. And a 3-on-3 ensues with the bomb now planted.
Yeah, retake on. We've even got a banana flank here. That's something that Sanji will need to worry about. Molly clears the new box, but James just peeks off the back of that and takes out the AWPer. 2-on-3. Sanji with his back to Magics just walked through the smoke, and he could catch a couple, but luckily covered by Yakinda to trade. Leaves Sundai Young in a 1v2. Gotta go for it here. You're so far committed. They won't let you get out with your gun, and so you gotta take them down with you. Yakinda won't allow it. 3 kills for him in the round, and VP on the board. I'm loving the B takes from VP. They're never telegraphed. They're never giving Spirit any warning. Usually, when you're running an exec, right, you're in Banana, you're chucking smokes over Coffin, over CT. Those CT players are gonna have so much time to throw in mollies, to get ready, to drop a smoke, to call for a third man. VP are either going in off of the flash and then smoking after the fact, or they're doing what Yakinda did there and just contacting to B, kill Chopper on the boost, and then you explode. Spirit never have a warning. They never have an idea it's coming, and because VP are playing so slow, you never know when they're going to go.
So much damage for Dexter, but not a kill found. That's kind of heartbreaking. There's still 2 challenging at Banana. And right now, 1 man left behind is Mir. He's able to escape capture from these VP forces. I'm just going to say now, this is going to be a real slow round out of VP because they've taken so much damage early on, and they know the money of Spirit is in a rough spot. Like, this isn't a round you want to lose, and it's one that you could lose if just a couple of well-placed bullets go against you, right? Kicker is, like, probably dead in the grand scheme of this round. He's very, very low. James kind of the same.
Yeah, it's all about just ending B here. It's a very safe site for VP. They just don't want to go into a stack. They want to keep enough pressure on the A side. Maybe Kicker goes in here just to die, right? To keep CTs in position. But, ooh, the danger game. Aggression punished by James. You can't do anything on the CT side. You can't force fights. It's so upsetting. This is very weird now. Kick it out apps. He might call, guys, come A, it's clear. But they've got to get past Magic, and they have no idea. Ah, whiff spray. Jane lives to tell the tale. Sanji bails him out as Magic jumps up.
The Max 7.
Man. The shotgun up close, chugging them down. Only 1, though. And that will be the round, surely.
That could have been huge, man. That could have been the Max 7 player of the century. But instead, it's a VP round. And yeah, man, that is one of the tough things about playing against a VPT side is, like, if they get the opener, which is why I think Dust 2 was so hard for them, right? You know, you normally look to guys like Yakinda, as mentioned, you know, Jame on the AWP to try and, like, provide some openings. Because when VP get a man advantage, they are the most horrible team to go up against. Because they just won't give you an avenue to make it, like, either a 4-on-4 again by getting a trade or an equalizer elsewhere on the map. And a lot of the time, you can't even get info, man. Like, even if you try to go for, like, a mid-peak, as we saw here, they're just holding you. They're just holding it.
Yeah, it is very sad. And as you're hunting with a Mag 7 Kicker, have some respect.
Kicker had a gun as well. He's just like, well, money made, mate.
Yeah, calculated. I like that. Yeah, and that ties into what we were saying as well on the first half of Dust 2, that T side. Think about how many rounds Spirit like never peaked mid ever. Like they were rolling over that CT side. They had the double AWP so many rounds. They never went for the mid fight until super late in the half where they started getting a little bit confident. And so VP, like I said, never had that opener. The only way they would get it is by going for a long play. And you know, that's easier said than done. But this is a far more comfort pick for VP here. 8-3 up on the T side. A painful game to experience if you're Spirit.
Hugo, I want to say something though. It's looking good for a third map, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
what we expected it. We wanted it. And I'm glad we're going to get it. Well, not confirmed. But if it keeps up like this, Bob's your uncle.
I already know that VP are going to make me hate Ancient. Because
do you think
let
they're
me
going to
tell
wait
you,
outside of B
oh,
or T
bro,
side?
they're going to.
They're not even going to take lane, Harry.
It's going to be so disgusted. It's going to make people look and go, "Yeah, was this map ready to be added?" Like, it is going to be gross. I can't wait.
I do hope we get it. Shotgun on short.
Big short setup, man.
4 players here.
This is a chunky short side setup. This is a thick short side setup, right? This has got some girth.
Tell me how you really feel.
Right, there's a lot of bodies here. Oh, and there's one of the Magic's in with the burst, but there's more where that came from, man. There's so much more where that came from.
Oh,
Shotgun's dead, but they haven't flushed out Dexter yet. He is here on the short side alone, and Sanji's going to best him in the head-to-head. The man at long has fallen back over towards short, and Mir is looking for a peek, but Sanji has not given up the angle. Still dead to it. While this is going on, KitKat's probing the B-bomb site, and James like, yeah, I don't like the way A looks anymore. Let's go.
Yeah, there are guns to be grabbed, though, so Mir's on a fast flank. This is still winnable for Spirit, albeit no kit in the round. Chopper behind the smoke. Anything to do? He's got a lot to clear. Doesn't know whether they're already in, whether they're already deep. He's going to try and come through the smoke with his teammate. Oh, he jumps. He's trying to bait the boost noise so they don't look at Mir. Don't think they care anyway. They just posted up at the back of the site. Mir has to force engagements now. Chopper's gone. Mir trying to trade. And oh, it's getting awkward now. Kick it, swings Mir with a charge, but James is too quick on the AWP. And VP win another round. It was a good eco for Spirit for sure, but at this point, you don't care how good your ecos are. VP are not going to be broke anytime soon, and you need rounds.
Yeah, and you know, it was this kind of scoreline on Dust where the sides were the other way around. You know, where you had Spirit get their money broken, and so it let VP get back in at the end of the half. But the downside is when you're up against the T side, that's got a little bit of residual cash, you just can't do that same thing. So for Team Spirit, they've got to begin a pretty rough journey back into this game. You are going to be coming up against rifles more often than not. You're not going to break the money, and it's got to be clean. Out into top mid, come Virtus Pro, and they get all the rewards. They're holding on for the B push as well. And this is what we say, man. If they're getting openers, it feels horrible. You try to come in on one of these fast flanks, but they're holding for it.
Yeah, and I love this from VP. It's been a classic, painful, slow T side, never committing into the final 20 seconds. And then suddenly, 9-3, they just run up mid and they explode on A. That was the last thing Spirit were ready for. And even when it happens, they finally think, oh, nice, we can flank. We can play an aggro CT side round. Let's go through the banana smoke. Oh, no, Kicker's still in ramp, isn't he? So, yeah, nothing for free in this round for Spirit. And this is a brutal dose of VP right now. I don't think they've even got a prescription. This is bootleg. 10 rounds at the half and many more to be found. We've got broken money for Spirit yet again. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. He does get away with the AK at least. That's something. That's something. But really, you know, do you want to buy now? You could, yeah, they're going to go
matter,
for
right?
it, right? They don't really have a lot of room left, so hell, man, anything you can field at this point feels
The buy's
worth
all right,
it.
to be honest. Like, getting an AWP as well, that's pretty impressive. I wonder, you know, Dexter, where are the openers? He's had, like, 1 or 2 this entire map. I'd love to see him try and go for a pick. He's been flashed out of mid-fights. He's got some stuff out of Banana before, but James not going to give him this. Dex has got to work for it. Oh, dear. Flash aggro on Banana as well. Molly's on either side of Chopper. Kind of trapped in this pit right now of fire. He's going to trade out. Mir getting aggressive instead. Chopper has a deep smoke if he wants it, Mir. Oh my goodness, they're so ready for it. Get out of there while you still can. And with VP seeing someone at top B, well, that's another 40 seconds added to the round at least.
Oh, kicker, that's clinical. They've seen that close position many a time out of Team Spirit. And so they're ready for it. They also catch Mir pushing through the smokes, and already this is a save for Spirit. Once again, Virtus.pro are going to be hunting them down before the bomb's even planted, mate. I like it from Yakindar as well. He knows he's in like a pretty gnarly position, right? Like all the way over here in the apartments. And so he's just waiting to see if Spirit kind of, you know, come his way on this save in an attempt to get into a better spot. Sanji has now moved up to this side of the map as well. And so these two are like the hunting party, trying to locate these saving players. And if you take anything away, huge, man, huge implications. It should solidify a 12-3 half.
Everything but, right? Oh, nice stuff. Kills are good, guns are kept, but rounds are still won by VP. And oh dear, right at the end, Young goes down. Better than nothing for VP. They even get the AWP out of there as well. Money is more than fine. And I wish you could say the same for Spirit. They're still going to put everything in. Last round of the half. They've got a very good buy off of those 2 saved weapons. And really, actually, you know, this is one of those games, a very rare game on Inferno, where I feel like and not at all, it has not come down to the CT economy. It's not been that in the slightest. Spirit have been saving a lot, sure, but that's just how the map plays. It's come down to just, you know, buy rounds after buy rounds for Spirit. They've had more than enough opportunity, but VP have been punishing as ever with these slow T sides. B plays have looked really nice. Couple of pace changes in the half after Spirit get comfortable. It's everything you want out of a VPT side.
Like, look at this, man. There's just 3 of them waiting at bottom ramp, just waiting, knowing that, like, Spirit with this deep smoke could go aggressive, and they're just holding for it. And they're not going to get given that aggression, and eventually they will have to turn to take this banana control. Kindle still holding for a re-peek over here at long. I like this idea, right? You know that Spirit are hungry for information in this round. And so he's holding this deep angle, giving the illusion that no mid control's been taken. While this is happening, Kicker farming kills at B. And now Yakindar is in pole position to cut down these players before they have any say in the round's outcome. Dexter's rotated over to B, but he's here alone. He's essentially 1v3 at the B site to try and make this happen. This is so weird. Magix is all the way back in library. Dexter's dead, and Magix is just too far away and in a 1v5. So this is looking like the 12-3 half that Virtus.pro wanted. This is incredibly dominant here. This T side has been grimy. It's been well put together. And you hate to love it, but you do. Magix, they're just not going to give him anything. Buster sends him packing, and it's a 12-3 half for Virtus.pro, looking to get us to that 3rd map of Ancient after all.
There's a riot on
regarding my loan in Espada, we didn't talk with our CEO about our plans. We just know that I'm in team and I'm playing all tournaments with Spirit. I didn't ask about something more, something special.
Does not get more one-sided than this. 12-3.5 Virtus Pro. They want to make this map a 3-mapper, or the series rather. Ancients around the corner. Spirit, do they just want to speed through, get to that third, get to the finale, or can they actually conceivably pull a comeback? We'll have to wait and see. It's all off the back of this pistol round here at IEM Summer. Elimination on the line, looking for that one playoff spot. And 2 teams to get through before they can do it. You even got Julies on Jame. All right. All right.
Jame Berettas. He's got a bullet chambered in each, and he's looking to hold on to the... Oh, dead immediately. And now the dualies find their way into the hands of Magic.
Oh, no.
Sanji. Oh, no, it's ugly. They're in the A site. Team Spirit gonna get this bomb down. And VP... I know what they're gonna do. I already know. Y'all already know.
I hope Buster doesn't. He's literally got nothing to save. So try and grab that $300 ahead. There's a bounty on the line for every Spirit player in this round. Oh, they're going to multi-peek him from every side. Buster gets one on long, but there's the trade. With that, the round 4 for Spirit. Okay. If you weren't believing, now's the time to reconsider.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
You're calling it now. You're saying that at 4-12.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah?
Okay,
okay, I like that. That is how you do it.
Don't miss the hype train, because at 12-12, when you go, yeah, man, Spirit obviously going to come back. Well, you could have said you called it before everyone else.
That's true. That's true. But what if you buy the dip and then it just keeps on dipping, Hugo?
Oh, it will turn around, I promise. I hope. VP, they're going to double dip back in with a buy, forcing it up. Scout on Jame. Less bullets than the Berettas, but a little more caliber. Yakinda, hello.
Oh, he's making a big boy play. This ain't no small boy play, that's for sure. Oh, never mind. Turns out it was a small boy play after all.
Yeah, his body's crumpled in middle.
That's an all balls peak right there, man. Dead on the swing.
Man, they're not giving Jame anything. They're not even going up banana. Spirit are doing their best VP impression in this anti-eco. Seeing if VP want to keep getting aggressive. James dead. He doesn't know it, but he's dead. Magix finds it. And yeah, you can go wherever you want at this point if you're Spirit. VP gambling B and Spirit avoiding the stack. So a fifth at least.
Yeah, you know, you can kind of guess the outcome of this one, right? It will just be another save for Virtus Pro. You lose 2 guys, and that's the round decided. VP, and hold on to what they can. The Spirit up on a 5. Right, you're hoping they can get the next round as well. That would be them completing the conversions on the back of the pistol. And then at like 6-12, there is a little more onus in this idea of the comeback,
now
right?
You're on board, Harry.
Well, you have to wait for the hype to pick up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I've been burned one too many times by, you know, buying high, selling low.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm still waiting for VP's gun round, right? Like, being real, expecting them to close this map. Certainly hoping them to close this map. Never really, you know, all too bothered where the series goes as long as it is a banger. Well, the banger will be that third map. And all the questions that come with it. Because obviously this is still great data for Valve as well, right? Not just having casuals play it and having lots of data there, but getting pros on the map. The more pro matches on Ancient, the better. It means Valve can make suitable changes.
Man, they do love data. Quad B stack for Virtus Pro. And, you know, I think now's the perfect time to do it. You leave Jame. He's really here. Like, Jame in this round is just like an alarm, man. He's just here to give you the information as to what's going on at A. Spirit being very methodical in this one, not being given any fights. I know it's not a rip-roaring round. It's not exactly full of excitement yet. But there is a world in which it could get out of hand. You know, if Spirit do commit into a B play, that would be a bit of a disaster. However, they've been pretty active at like probing the map, getting a sense as to what the setup is from VP before they commit. And yeah, look, that bomb is making its way up through middle. Mir. That 1 kill, I wonder if that tempts them back. I don't think it will. And yeah, they're following through on the A play. Realizing now that it's very, very quiet. And Samir knows there's a lot of bodies in this B site right now. And really, he can just sit there on Banana and wait to see if he's peaked. Like, he doesn't have to bring the fight to them. He doesn't want to give a gun away. But for guys like Chopper with the SMGs, there's money to be made here. So make it he shall. Let's go, Chopper. Let's make it rain, baby. Come on, make that money. Oh, there we go. They hunt them all down. 6 on the board for Spirit, but now we've got that reinvestment for VP. This is where we get a real good understanding as to whether or not this Team Spirit T side can stack up against the Virtus Pro boys.
Yeah, do or die. Got the AWP on Jame. Let's see the attempt at aggression, see if he goes for an opening pick. Dexter got punished every time he tried to do it, or just not given anything, right? James going to play the short side. Triple B for the utility. Not a huge amount for VP, but enough to take Banana. And Yakin's going to try to do so, but shot through the smoke by Magix on the edge. And he'll continue to move up B. More mollies getting thrown down, but there's plenty of time on this clock. Spirit, I'm not worried. VP, is it time to make a gamble? Moving another player back towards A. Leaving Sanji on his lonesome. Spirit again leaving Mir and just working in the middle while they do. The bomb is going back to Banana, so let's see where this one ends up. Spirit have actually forced everyone over to that A bomb site. VP, ooh, for a second, we're going to full gamble. Sanji decides against it. He's got that top B smoke. And he gets that in. But they can probably see that that came over the roof. That might be info that he is that rotate, and they're going to avoid the stack right now. Flash through long. We've got the B split coming in for Spirit. Back through the spawn. Sanji's here to stop it.
Yeah, Sanji got to have a big moment. Come on, Sanji, give us something. There's the lineup. Some Dyac will help out. Just doing what he says on the tin. Magic's caught in the crossfire, and some did die young there. Regardless, the B site belongs to Spirit. Sanji's attempt at defending doesn't amount to much, and Team Spirit are on to a 7th. Now the gap is getting close, right?
Yeah.
You know, you were 12-3 up. You were probably not even worried. The worry wasn't even beginning to cross your mind if you're VP.
Yeah, this save is nice, though. Getting away with 3 guns, right? You're able to rebuy following up. It won't, you know, if you want the util, that's the conversation you have to have, right? But most teams will just reinvest off the back of 3 guns, regardless of the situation. 7 rounds for Spirit, though, yeah. Baby steps. But yeah, even though VP might be getting a bit uncomfortable now, they've only had 1 gun round. So we've not had much of a test to see, you know, how these rounds will transpire. Whether VP have more in the pocket to show us. Of course they do. How are they going to spread out this money? Yeah, I like it. Half buying, keeping 2K. Not even dropping rifles, just SMGs and pistols is a really nice call for VP. Would have been easy to fall by here, but you wouldn't have had all the util that you really need on this CT side of Inferno. So they can still win this round, right? Totally viable. But at the same time, if they don't, then they've got to rebuy anyway. VP avoiding eco, much as how Spirit did as well in that first half. Oh, Yakinder, I love the play. As the molly phase, he runs through, taking minimal damage and a lot more real estate. That frees up Buster to rotate. James could even do the same if you don't want to re-aggress through the smoke. And yeah, Yakinder swapping sides. I'd love to see him rotate now. Just let James hold the banana. It will all be too late, though. Spirit are running.
Yeah, straight into a nice opener from Kicker in the graveyard, and there's the follow-up from Buster, who's gotten here in time. Chopper will deal with him, but still sat back in the apartments is Sanji, who misses that opportunity there and isn't going to get given another one anytime soon. Yakinder with the smoke walk, can't deny the bomb plant, but he does get the kill. Chopper's all alone, and he's dealt with Sanji, but they're on the bomb. They're just sticking it. Chopper, you've got to get them off of this, bud. They're all on it. Yakinder just with the stick, and it's the full 10 seconds that proves to be the undoing of Team Spirit in that round there. The partial buy around the saved guns sees Virtus.pro through to a 13.
Yeah, that's a bit of a panic problem, right? You see Sanji and Abs, you're like, haha, I can plant and he can't kill me. Well, that's actually leaving your teammate high and dry who's so far away and not able to play the bomb. Like, Chopper can't commit there. He doesn't know if it's a tap or not, and he can only presume. There's honestly nothing Chopper can do. Even dropping, he would probably get killed by James Orb, so it's a done deal. Big round for VP. The half buy, the saved weapons are enough. Full AKs here for Spirit. And Yakinder again, just the same amount of pressure he's going to go through. Oh, the Mad Lad taking advantages with absolutely no remorse through the smoke. Chopper, watch out, bud. Yakinder's right there. Oh, dear. To the pistol, in the face. No way. He can't get out of there alive. 1 health for Chopper. And the molly will do it.
Oh, no.
Oh, fast on his feet.
He's quick. That boy is quick. He's gotten out of there on 1 point of health. And so it's kept in a 4-on-4 for now. James wondering, how didn't he die? The firewalker that is Chopper manages to get out of there and now skirts on by over towards the apartments.
Yeah, the only way that molly would have worked is if James threw it in the middle of the banana. Then there'd be no way to escape, right? Either you stand still and it spreads to you, or you jump out and you immediately die to it. It's because it bloomed in the corner. Chopper had that second to react. You'd think even so, that would be enough, but Chopper has stayed alive and Spirit are still in this round. However, VP have read it well. They're still out of position, but they're getting here very quick. 20 seconds. Spirit up short. They see that rotate out of the sight. Magic's going to try and find this entry. Kick is let him by. The smokes are making everything very weird, very awkward. Magic's is going to clear from the back lines with 2 kills coming out from Spirit. Bomb getting planted. VP out of position, and Spirit might have just held on.
Yeah, I mean, I think their numbers alone here make you save, right? And that's the thing, right? This is where Chopper's surviving. Like, just his presence alone, just the fact it's a 2-on-3 makes you go, nah, let's just, you know, write this one off.
It's ridiculous,
Throw in the towel. If he did die to that Molotov, I bet we see VP give this a go. Instead, they're left high and dry, and Team Spirit get onto an 8th. Thanks to Jame, and oh, it does rely on saving the AWP, so don't die, Jame.
Uh-oh.
I'm not one to give this guy advice on how to save.
Yeah, Chopper just had to run from the bomb quite a distance. Okay, what have we got here then? Nice round from Magic's. And even when VP have the info, right, they had that early rotate, it wasn't enough. Haven't seen many B plays in this T side either, but triple B for VP out the gate. J Morping mid flashed off, much as how Dexter was in many of those T side rounds or CT side rounds. Ooh, the nades could be chunky. Buster got to watch how he eats while mollies as well. Nowhere to stand, nowhere to go. Hit by the double nade, and the molly, luckily, he fades away before it appears. Mid dodges the flash, and Yakinda walks to his death. Spirit a man up, and with another low player at B, rotations are being called. Panicking for Virtus Pro right now that Spirit are about to commit, and they're not wrong.
Yeah, they don't have to commit. With so much time left, you know, the choice is on them. And that's the big problem here for Virtus Pro. They pull everyone over, but Spirit just don't have to carry through with this B play. And by going back to the A bomb site, if they go running on up, they've got the round.
Yeah, VP are realizing, but they don't want to rotate out and then be caught with a, you know, a double fake and going back into B for Spirit, right? Maybe just a volley of util, hold 20 seconds and then recommit. And so VP have to make that awkward call where, okay, well, they push us and we win. They go A and we save. And more T-side rounds keep getting picked up here for Spirit. Boy, aren't you glad that you all believed at 12-3 with me that this was definitely going to happen?
Hugo, man, you've called it.
Well, not yet, but I did buy low. And I'm not selling yet, Harry. Diamond hands.
To the moon. To the moon.
Holding out for the 30-rounder. One CT round is all VP have in this game.
Yeah, for anyone who is just tuning in, it was a 12-3 first half out of Virtus Pro. And now look at the score.
Spirit really don't want to play Ancient, huh? Neither of these teams have yet to embark on an official on that map. And so maybe it's the unknown that is the most terrifying part of it all. Not just for yourself, but for your opponent as well. Double AWP here on the CT side. That could be nice for VP. Throwing money at the problem. More triple Bs. Oh, Mir. Oh, he's going through.
Look at him. Mad guy. Mir flashed in. Oh, but it's ugly, yeah. They could see him as well. He was stuck on the edge of the smoke where it meets Carp.
Jumped too soon.
Not how you wanted this round to start. Also, VP have taken the A apartments during all this. This is a cool little setup, fighting back to back. It's like Army of Two. It's a very niche PlayStation game reference there.
Oh, the re-aggro. Watch out. They're just going to sit back. Yakinda, will he ever go? Is there a flash to follow? Back a coffin to Sanji.
Yeah, Sanji's got one.
He's going to go line up. No, Yakinda doesn't wait. He just gets aggressive and he lines up one with a lot of damage to the second. Buster here to clean it up. The flank is in. Harry, the app setup you talked about, it's already activated. Buster somehow gets out alive and Sanji provides cover from the back of the site. Now it's onto Buster. Molly drop. They're climbing over the top and Buster's a dead man. 2-on-2. Fast banana flank and they're not going to be ready for it. Denying the bomb plant. Kicker can reset, hold off, and they have so many grenades to cause problems for Chopper.
He's just recommitting to the plant in the same spot. Kicker's going over, should have this kill locked in, but the spray's missed. Chopper given a second chance at life, and once again, he's trying to evade capture by playing around the smoke, but Kicker is too fast, too eager, and too ready. Virtus Pro up onto 14.
I love how during all of that, Chopper's looking for the second man and he can't find it. And that's because James is like proper baiting Kicker. Like he is sat back at sandbags with the AWP. He's not trying to trade. He's like, yeah, man, good luck. You go in there. If you lose, I'll clutch. And, you know, again, we always laugh at things like that where James makes those plays, but it is the consistency that he can win those one-on-ones and win situations like that, which is why, you know, the team play in this like almost obnoxious way of not just going in and 2v1ing the last guy, but giving him, you know, the full sense of security. You've killed the only banana player. 14 rounds for VP, a must win, and now they are set up to close 2 more to do it. They've been very slow on the CT side, but finally winning one. Dexter's had enough. Oh.
Oh, Dexter.
Oh, no,
he blocked the molly of Mir. Oh my God, there's so much fire. Smokes as well. Nades to follow. James holding in the apartments. Needs to land it. There's the first. And the trade doesn't come through right away. Oh. James on the P2. And he wrecks some Dyac in the head-to-head up in the apartments. They get that 1 kill over towards A. That was maybe going to force their hand. But now that Chopper's dealt with the aggro Yakindar, I wonder if they follow through with this. James is in boiler. Combat AWP. Oh, rapid into alt mid, dead to Chopper, who's been so key at making this round viable for Spirit. This was a 3-on-4, remember? Chopper's now turned it into the advantage of this Spirit T side.
And they're not moving a muscle, man. That's making VP sweat. I was just saying, I love how they're still committing to the AA in this round, but now they've rotated a man out. It's only Sanji in the pit. The doubt of VP might leave them high and dry here. Sanji, 1v3 right now. His teammates smoked off. Oh, there's the drop. Chopper caught. Sanji with a chance now to make this map happen. Looking for that 15th. He's got another headshot. Dexter at the back of the bomb site, and he's getting walked on as well. You certainly can from Buster behind that moto smoke, holding off, waiting for the time. Dexter chases, and Sanji shuts him out of the round. 15 for VP. They get there eventually.
Yeah, from 12-3 all the way to 15-9. But they are on map point. They're right where they want to be. They're on the home stretch now. They can see the vibrant greenery of Ancient off in the distance. They can feel it.
Is this where you sell Spirit stocks? Do you panic now? 15 rounds, OT, surely?
I know, Hugo, man. You're the one who's gone big on Spirit Coin. And what you doing? You holding? You selling?
I can't tell you. I don't want to manipulate the market, Harry. That's a secret.
I'm dumping all my Spirit Coin.
Wow. No faith. And maybe for good reason. 6 opportunities to close this map for Virtus Pro. They've started to come into their own with a couple of rounds in a row. Lovely little 2-on-3. Sanji, again, he's having a baller day today, right? He was a beast on Dust 2. He was getting huge entries on that T side when they needed them. And here on CT as well, just locking down the pit on his own. Uno Mas.
Oh, little tech pause. Always nerve-wracking to just have to sit here up against 15.
Yeah, Dexter has 6 kills as well, so he's having a bit of trouble, isn't he? Remember that CT orb never really got going. He got one opening kill down Banana. Other than that, it often just came to getting flashed out of middle. We saw how many saves Spirit went for. He was a big part of that, just keeping the orb into the next round. But yeah, he's never really recovered, even on this T side. That's a bit of a problem. Maybe he could have something coming out here at the end and giving Spirit some rounds. But obviously some tech issues on Spirit's side. We'll be waiting for that to get resolved before we continue.
I just had a little look at the utility damage.
Yeah.
One of the things that is kind of impressive is that Spirit head and shoulders above VP in that regard, right? Obviously, they did get to play more CT side rounds so far, so that's why you imagine that is. But even then, you know, like we're 10 rounds into this this VP CT side. Numbers are a little low. Golden from Fnatic, he always used to say, whoever's winning that utility fight at Banana, likely winning the game. That's not what's happening right now. Who dropped then? Who's gone? Some Young.
Yeah.
Damn.
Poor guy.
They got my boy.
They massacred him.
They took him out. Oh, jeesh. And this is it's so weird because like that first half from VP was like a masterclass.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's a little aggravating that they haven't been able to stick the landing. Oh, okay. So it turns out that this delay might be a little longer than we anticipated. And what that means is that sadly, y'all are going to have to wait to catch what could be the last round. We'll be back in a moment after a break.
Welcome back to Winter Workshoppers, and today we're going to look at some mini-maps. Now, these mini-maps are a great deal of fun. I absolutely love these things, and I was playing again with Chad Sponge Virtual.
Yeah, this is filthy. This is where you get to really see who your true friends are.
I love this. I was doing so much cheese in this maps. Like, I highly recommend giving these a go. 1v1, they work really well. 1v2, they work really well. We did 3v3 on this Mirage one, and it was actually really fun. But my god, I had so much fun in these.
It looks like we have elephantitis, right? Like, look how small, well, not small, look how big everything looks, right? It's crazy with just the scale and all the running around, all the nonsense. You're doing fakes, you're pulling out all of these, like, misdirection. Yeah, look at you here. This is filthy.
Yeah, the rotations are so fast, and it's because the map's so small, obviously. So I was just trying to cheese the timings everywhere I could. Hit a nice one on you, some whiff shots, but that's all good. I mean, I was definitely the champion of this. Don't look at the score lines, but we played one which went really long. Like, as you can see the score at the top, we're like 15-17 right now, so we had some very long.
Yeah, I didn't want to be out cheesed, right? That was half of it here, but it is good fun, and I think that, you know, it's a familiar layout, obviously just shrunk. So yeah, it's something that people will be able to jump into quite easily.
I'm giving this one a 4 bumps out of 4 just for this map. Maybe the other maps get a high score. We'll wait and see.
4 out of 4? You mean 4 out of 5?
Yeah, 4 out of 5. Sorry, my bad.
That works. Windows Workshoppers Minimap Edition D_nuke. That's not the name. What's the name?
Mini Nuke, I think.
Mini Nuke. Okay, well that's simple. People might remember something like Mini Dust 2, but check this out. Filthy, Rushly, one-way smoke. Look how good this is. Look how good it is. You got all the angles, you geek.
Now, I would say I am the king of Mini Nuke, Chad. The way I played, it was cerebral, it was fast, it was high octane, a lot of movement going on. I would like this to be in the active map pool rotation.
Do you notice how you prefer the mini-maps, which I think just correlates to you being a rat?
What's more, you know, Counter-Strike's a very patient game.
Oh, check this out. It's real ratty behavior right here.
Yeah, so you can jump on the roof here. We didn't agree on any rules before this, however, there was a lot of talk after. But as you can see, it's a pretty good spot being on the top of Nuke. Who would have guessed? You can see a lot of stuff, so I move over here and actually catch up another one. But Chad, how did you feel when you died to this?
I want to go with gutted. I want to go with betrayed. And a little bit heartbroken as well here, Russian. Because of that, unfortunately, that one boost is going to get this one only 3 out of 5 bumps.
I don't like it, but you know, if that's what you say, that's what it is. And the last of the mini-maps was Mini Inferno. Now, Mini Inferno was a little weird, honestly. Compared to the other ones, I think we had more fun on those maps, I would say.
Yeah, I can think if people just see you typing Shifty Boy there, that basically says it all. This map, right, it was maybe a little bit too claustrophobic. You can see how tight all these corridors were. Mollies were doing the whole site. The rotation time, I basically just stayed in CT spawn and beat you.
Yeah, and you had your nades up and like in your hands a lot of times, maybe not. So look, these are the kind of kills I get on you, just pure jumping kills. You said some pretty choice words to me after this one, as I can imagine. You didn't have fun on Inferno.
No, it was just just too claustrophobic, I think, and you know it is a good concept, but you can just see, look at this, how tight these corridors are. Maybe a little bit extra and we could have made it.
Yeah, I have to give this one a 2 bumps out of 5, Chad. What do you think?
Yeah, get it back in the workshop and maybe we get something nice and new out of it.
Who is next?
Oh shit, I don't know who this is.
Oh, well, this one... Kerrigan, maybe? No. The hair.
No, this one looks very familiar, but I can't off the top of my head.
I'm so bad at this.
Even the hair looks familiar.
I don't know. Let's see the second picture. What? Ah, Rez? No, I don't. Maybe.
Is it Rez?
That's Res, maybe?
Yeah.
Rez.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it was Rez. Damn. I know who this is.
Isodri.
Valde?
Valde. That's Valde. 100%.
Valde, yeah, 1,000,000%.
Valde. Valde.
Acor! No, Valde. Fuck, I said Acor! Oh, don't show this. Don't show this.
Valde. No way. No. I can't believe it.
This one is Tika, I believe.
Yeah, agree. Sika.
Стика.
Стика, думаешь? Похоже, да? Yeah.
Or maybe Chris J, like Stick or Chris.
Device? No.
Is that Martin?
Martin, maybe. Stico.
Stico.
The Stico?
Okay, it's not.
No?
Oh. One clue then, please open it. Ah, Sunny, or what? Sanya,
да.
Sunny. Yes, Sunny. You know everyone's eyes, bro. What the fuck is this?
Well, how you don't?
Oh my god. I feel like this is an easy one, but I'm not quite sure.
No.
Nico is larger than that.
Is this Woxig? Looks like Woxig.
Woxic. This one is Woxic.
Yeah, Woxic. Should be Woxic.
Okay, maybe...
Perfecto.
That could also be Tariq. Tariq.
Нет, Tariq.
Tariq? It's Tariq, right? Tariq. They kind of have similar hair, Woxig and Tariq. I thought that was Woxig instantly when I saw it.
Actually, we were pretty good at the gnome ones, I think.
Oh, hi there. We're back. We're still in a pause right now, but Young is back in the server. So hopefully there can be, you know, play can be resumed.
I like the optimism. I like the positivity, Harry. We need some of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, this could just end up turning into like a kind of podcast vibe very, very quickly. It wouldn't surprise me if that ends up being the case. So Hugo, do you have any big thoughts on Counter-Strike?
Big thoughts? I think
yeah, you know, like Ancient as a map, right? Because you've played a fair bit of Ancient. You've watched some Ancient now. How are you finding it? What's your overall vibe? Give me a vibe check on Ancient.
Vibe check?
Yeah,
I like it.
I've kept it nice and open for you
Yeah,
here.
nice. I mean, I don't really know where to go. It's too open, I think. But you know, I think it's better than Vertigo was when it first got added, right, in the current form of competitive map. You know, I just don't think we've had enough on it. I don't think we've had enough teams bracking on it. I mentioned this yesterday when we did see Ancient, or the other day. It was the fact that everyone's been playing RMR. So that was obviously training the map pool. Yeah. And when we spoke to people in NA, they were like, yeah, I haven't really looked at the map yet, played a couple of games, but really just focused on train right now because you still want to, you know, keep that in your pocket for, you know, RMR points. Very important right now. But yeah, I think with more time, we'll see more Ancient. We're seeing a lot of first bans in BO3s. That's fair enough. But I'm glad that both teams floated it here in this series. So yeah, I don't really know what to make of it. It's a weird one. I want to see more on that A site. There's lots of execute options. B still feels a bit weird to me. I hate the angles coming up B ramp. I think they're gross.
I'm kind of the other way round, if anything.
Really?
For me, it's the A site that's the broken bomb site. I think that...
Broken how?
So firstly, I think there's just too many angles as you get out of main, right?
Sure.
And the way that Cube works, at least from what I've experienced in Pugs, it doesn't seem to be as big an issue in Pro Play. I don't see many people tripping up on it. But Cube feels a little bit weird for me right now. Actually planting the bomb on A can sometimes feel like a challenge, especially if your opponents are running like a double Cube setup.
Well, that's why I think we're going to see super heavy smoke side executes on A, right? When we saw that first Sangal v Anonymous game for Premier, it was that's what Sangal were doing on the T side.
Yeah, they had that gnarly like a smoke setup.
Triple smokes on A. One went inside of the temple on the left cubby, one went back behind the boxes for CT, and one went inside of the cube. That feels like, you know, something along those lines is going to have to be meta. You're going to need the cube smoke forever, but I think if you are taking A, you're going to want a mid split, right? Even if it's a late guy lurking out mid, you throw a lurk smoke out A main, perhaps try and get out behind big box, but you want that mid flank on the cube player. Otherwise, it is just horribly claustrophobic.
Well, so this is like the bigger problem for me, is that like I think that Cube and Temple are very similar in terms of how much control they let you have and how annoying they are to deal with, right? And the fact that they are literally opposite each other over the bomb site can lead to some like really weird moments. I think the A site out of the two of them is the one that needs a bit more work, if I'm being honest. I like B. I actually do think B is pretty sick.
Do you not hate the angles, all those headshot angles coming up ramp?
So I didn't like it at first, but it's like I've just gotten used to it now. Like the angles are very grimy, don't get me wrong, but all the angles on Ancient are grimy. It's all like, you know, brickwork jutting out of walls and whatnot.
Cool. Mid's clean. Mid's nice and easy. I like that. You know, I don't think there's any problems with mid.
And everyone knows, we've been saying this for a while, the water needs to go. The water does need to go. It's just buggy. It makes dropping weapons harder.
I don't see any good reason, any justification for water.
Let us know. Are you guys pro water or are you anti water on Ancient? I myself am very anti water. Also, the spam spots need to be fixed. That's an obvious one. I think you could tidy up some of the angles where like the brickwork is very, I keep saying, you know, I can't think of a good way to describe it. Everything looks like it was built, you know, by people who don't have any tools. So it's all just kind of jutting out all over the place. Don't get me wrong, great for the theme of the map, but it does mean some of the angles are just wild. I'm really curious what boosts can be done as well, because I reckon, you know, you can triple boost at quad on B.
There's got to be some
100%, right? And if you're doing that, you can look down ramp. There's some really cool stuff, I reckon.
Think about B lane, you know, the spam spot.
I was just about to say, like Ninja, right? You could triple boost in that cubby.
Absolutely. No, I think we'll see more and more things as time goes on, right? Like nothing cooler than the people just finding the grimy things, right? The people going in servers, trying to find the most annoying nade, glitch mollies, or triple boost, things like that, you know? Theory crafting it.
Any grime lords in the chat? Firstly, let us know. Secondly, Let us know what grimy stuff you've come up with. I would love to. I want to see some grime on the timeline, right? Yeah. That's what we all want. Little more grime. None of that silly bang, you know, bullshit up in here, right? I don't want it clean. I want it dirty. I want it filthy. I want it disgusted.
Well, I've got some good news, Harry, because I've got some filth for you. It is going to be potentially the last round of VP Spirit coming down the barrel. Podcast
screeches to a halt as we get ready to get back into this game.
Yeah, someone has cut the microphones. I couldn't be more thankful as we finally get back in, ladies and gents. Thanks for sticking by. You will be a little bit sad if we go through this entire pause, all for VP to just close right now. But if that does make you sad, then cheer up. Ancient might be just around the corner. Even if you don't like it, you've got to learn to love it, because it ain't going anywhere, I can tell you that much.
I'm right, we're back in. Little extended pause. Thank you all for tuning into, you know, one of the first editions of mine and Hugo's podcast, but now we're going to get back onto the game.
Oh, no.
No, it's fine.
Ooh.
It's fine.
Oh, my heart stopped for a second there. Tabbed back in and turned back on. Spirit, what have you got for us? Triple A for VP. They've run a lot of triple Bs out of spawn in this CT side. They're even bringing a fourth guy over. Full faith. Jamie even opening long side as well. You don't even have that banana info, but it's luckily not a worry right now for VP. It's a perfect call at the moment. Anything can change. We know what these CIS teams like to do. They can always double back, and in fact, it looks like that may be in the pocket. Bomb jumping up abs. Is it only for utility? That's what it seems like. Jame rotating. Long is now open. And Magix is pressuring middle, but nothing getting given to him with these passive positions from Virtus Pro. B retake. One flash to do it. And with this noise getting made, Jame might have to run the rotate right now. It's all a bit of a ruse, so Spirit will be ending A. You'll notice the bomb has not left alt mid. Jame has been duked into falling on his rotate. I like what VP are doing in the site. They've got some kind of double setup where they're, you know, peeking the same angle from different elevations. That's going to make things very hard to deal with for Spirit as they set up with 25 seconds.
Yeah, in they come. Utility raining over. They're splitting through long and short, but time is of the essence. Yakindar with the swing. The bomb is still alive on short, but it's got to start getting into the site. They might just run out of time. The bomb's now dropped. You've got to retrieve it. You've got to go. Dexter, good for a double, but they don't have the bomb. Kicker wins it just by staying alive. There's no time, and Virtus Pro, they close out this map. We go to Ancient as the third. You've waited this long. Catch us in that Ancient match after the break.
They done told me to be myself, so when I went and found myself, the ones who told me back then, be true to who I am, ain't think we was really gonna win. Now they watching us from the sidelines while we trying to victories like we in high tides. I'm getting my prize, only thing my eyes is locked in on. Have a milli mine. I want it right now, don't waste my time. Family in a penthouse with a view sky high. Blood, sweat, and tears bring water my eyes, cause the whole gang winning. I done gave my life, odds low, but we did it, ain't we? And we always moving, never on the same thing. Now our lives are highlight reel. We like the thrill, this life's ideal, the hype is real.
Yeah, screw this. Gotta chill out. I'm in orbit.
Mate, I had a nice there. Blind bump. No way. Oh, he's jumping into it? Oh, Ravine is in the zone. I might go for him. Oh, it's not really in the zone. Secondary Ravine's in the zone.
Yeah, you can go baby Ravine.
Okay, I'm heading.
Dude, I'm in orbit right now.
Okay, I'm going for a crazy plate.
The
Yeah.
was still over there, right?
Inside the building you're next to, by the way. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I thought, yeah. Oh, I do see a guy over there. I'm going over to that guy. This is spicy, this. Rebound. Oh.
Looking at me. I knocked him once.
Just leave it to me. I know what I need. You'll find it, you see. And if you believe, you live and you breathe, you'll find the key. Know what I need, I know what I need.
Welcome back to IEM Summer, and as predicted, we are going to be heading to a third map, and that map is going to be Ancient. But before we do, let's talk about Inferno, because it was just what we expected, to be honest, Maniac, wasn't it?
I mean, sometimes logic is respected, right? We talked about Spirit VP, the matchup. 3 times they played Inferno. Before that game started, 3 times VP won. Again, they were the better team on that map by a very large margin, Cassad. They started on the T side, 12-3 scoreline, and at this point, it feels like all rounds are going VP's way anyway. Like, they're a step ahead. Spirit don't know how to play the map to VP's level.
Yeah, I agree there. And, I mean, on the T side, they got so many openings, man. So many entries, 5v4s, and they executed them perfectly. I think they had a 100% win rate in the 5v4, or Spirit had like 100% lose rate.
Depends
on
how you see
45,
it.
you know. And you can agree that's where they won their map, you know. The fight for Banana went totally in the favor of VP in the first half, round after round. James just played well on the A side. On the op, you see like this kind of re-push, and that double op from Mir didn't really help in multiple situations. I have never seen him play double op there as well on B side, so it's kind of unusual. Maybe that was a possible counter, like a solution for the Inferno. Maybe that gets them the win. Didn't work. 12-3 first half, and after that it was just all about closing it out.
Oh, Maniac, do you want to show us round 10? Because I think that's a good example of Virtus.pro's game sense on their T side of Inferno.
Yeah, we can absolutely go to that round that I prepared, and it actually also embodies the concept you had about the second AWP for Mir, right? There is a 4v5 that is being won by VP on the B side quite easily. We'll see how actually, actually T side, yeah, exactly. They're trying to get that peak. Mir finds the first kill. You'd think to this point that should be okay, but look at that snake from Yakindar, that peek onto first box. That is experience right there. And this is where, unfortunately, Mir is now left alone with that sniper. And I agree with you. I don't really think that it worked out. They picked the AWP twice very early on in this half. And here he gets absolutely nothing done. He's in that smoke. Basically waits to die, you know, that's it. The seconds passes in the smoke, and that's the end. They picked the double AWP a lot early on. It put them in such a dire situation, financially speaking, and it just didn't work out. When you have a player like Mir with his talent on the rifle, I would prefer to see him with the rifle. But maybe try and re-peek into Banana, do something like that. That duo, Chopper and Mir, struggled big time on the B side.
What was interesting in this setup is the fact that they had like a not really good, like in terms of who gets the first contact and who gets the second. Right. In normal situation, it should be the guy with the knob getting the first contact, and the guy on the top first should be anti-flash, right? That's the default setup. They played the other way around. Yakindar just picked the guy on the top first, and then just walked in after that missed shot and not being retraded. He just lost a lot of ground and it was over right
I'm
there.
just not a big fan in general of having AWP and rifle on site because I feel like you get executed. If the utility is good, that's it. It's really, really hard to make it work. I haven't seen many AWPs actually turning it around, or you just play retake, right? You let them execute, you let the smokes fall in, and then you try and play a 5v4.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan
but
of
on
that
the
one.
bomb side, it's complicated with the AWP, man. You're
I mean,
running
it's
the
always
bullets, flashes.
Yeah, it comes down to that first pick. You know, if you allow that Dyac in there to come and kill that guy, you're pretty much screwed back then. You know, it's just over. You know, especially because you don't get the trade on that one. You get the flash, the so-called God flash, smoke CT, another molly maybe, and then it's over for you.
Well, Yakinda at least is on form now. Dexter MIA. So hopefully we're going to see both on form as we head to Ancient. Harrier was saying in the cast how he thinks it's going to be absolutely revolting. And I don't know if he means it's going to be dirty from VP or it's just going to be them saving, or just like the usual VP thing, right? Just wait till the
I'll
last
put my money on that one.
On the saving one?
On the saving. It's gonna. The Ancient is such a big map. The rotations are so slow, and I see CS being CS, VP being VP. They're just gonna slow this thing down. We're gonna be playing this map till like 10 p.m.
I think VP are gonna break new grounds into how passive you can start rounds, specifically on their T side, because we've seen the Ancients we've seen so far in that competition were quite skirmishy at the beginning, right? We see people fighting on B lane, people fighting middle, CT's trying to be in the T's face. I think VP will just pull back. I think they'll just wait out the first volley of smokes or molotovs or whatever, and then play the late rounds. And I haven't really seen Ancient play out in the last 30, 35 seconds, right? It's not something we've seen. So VP will do that. I think Spirit will just rush. Interesting fact, I haven't seen any Opper take over any game on Ancient so far.
Yeah,
Dexter could be the first one, James could be the first one, but we haven't seen that yet.
I saw ops towards B side a lot, but the thing is, like, on this map, I feel like if Spirit starts T side, they start aggressive, and they get into a B side, we're going to see a lot of savings from VP, because like I said, it's a big map, the rotations are slow, and you can execute without having middle as well. It's going to be a long one. I think if Spirit starts T side, and then
they're going to go.
One thing is sure, like, first time CIS clash on this map, is it?
Probably, yeah. I would go ahead and agree with you.
Officially, like, on this tournament, right?
You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to implore every single person watching. I want to see some Pepe Jammers in chat, some cat jams. I just want to see people getting hyped for this. And also, I want you to say a silent prayer that Dexter is going to come on the server. Because if anyone can get flashy and make the most of Ancient, I think it's him. We just need to send our belief his way. And then we're going to have an epic final match between these two teams, Spirit versus Pro, coming up after the break.
Our goal for this tournament and what we are working now is become more consistent and be ready for this very tight schedule. It's tournament by tournament, only 3 days between them, and we need to keep we need to be very motivated, and we really want to join to every tournament with winning mentality, and it's helping a lot to play very focused, because nowadays it's a lot of tournaments. After this tournament, it will be, I think until the end, we will have 2 more, if you don't count IEM Summer. And we need to end this season in good shape, and it's very important to us. And IEM Summer, we want to win. There is no any other options. We just win. That's all.
Intel Extreme Masters Summer is brought to you by Intel, Acer Predator, 1xBet, and DHL.
Noise means one thing, and that's the Ancient between VP and Team Spirit is right around the corner. You've been very, very patient. We've all been waiting for it. And without further ado, it's this third map. Let's get it on.
Let's do it.
That's a bit of an OJ Ball classic.
Yeah, shout out one time. Elimination on the line right now, neither team wanting to go home empty-handed, but one CIS squad will leave the competition after the course of this map. Here we go. VP's T side, how slow will it be? Only time will tell. We got some util here as well. Heavy mid-side setup. We're seeing a lot of this on pistol round. CT's just bringing the fight, giving up the B site as well. Quite a risky call, but they're going to jump up on the ledge and fight from lane. VP moving in. We got James late mid lurking. Can he catch these players with their back turn? The call is there. Sanji spotted them, and him and Buster trying to fight their way through, but bomb dropped, and Spirit muscling their way to the site. This has gotten very weird very quickly. Buster's 1 health, 1 shot from death, he's gone. And now the flank from middle. This is a mess for VP. They're getting diced. Magic's on for the ace right now. Kick it is so far.
What can Kicker even do, man? Any one of these 200 corners could be hiding an enemy. And Magic's is hunting for the ace. He's going to get it. There we go.
Ancient player.
First round on Ancient played for this guy and an official, and he gets all 5 in the pistol.
Yeah, I love that idea. So many CT teams are doing this right now in Ancient, where they just run out mid on the pistol and throw bodies at them, right? We'll see if VP have anything to show in this round. It's going to be full eco. 1 Deagle, otherwise Glocks. Spirit got the mid util, Molly and a smoke. Notably, neither of them put each other out, one in front of the other. Can be very hard to get a good smoke in mid without a lineup. A lot of control taken by Spirit here, and this is kind of what we were waiting for. Harry, like VP, obviously it's an eco, so they can't really do much, but they are not being given anything, or rather they are choosing to take nothing, locked out of the B doors. This can be a horrible choke point to get through. That's why so many teams will take it from the spawn. Chopper tucked, waiting for a flash.
I don't know how VP's normal style is going to pan out here. Like, we just don't have the sample size. But, like, a lot of the T sides I've seen out of teams so far normally do kind of center around a lot of early aggression, right? You have to fight for ramp. You got to fight for lane. You got to keep an eye on the A main aggression. There's a lot to kind of battle for here. And if you're not quick in taking map control, you can very, very quickly end up restricted to like this small zone by T-spawn. As we're kind of seeing in this round here.
Yeah, they walk B and now they walk back to A, but Molly is ready. They're going to get through this, but the M4 should be good to help out. Sunday Young supported by Mia, and everyone is melted with the bomb. 2 on 5, just a formality. Flawless round for Spirit, but yeah, we were waiting for this gun round here for VP anyway. What is their go-to? Will Spirit continue to take that B lane, right? Is that going to be standard every single round, or are we just going to see it thrown in here and there to keep the T's on their toes? You never know when you can get comfortable. With SMG still in play, might continue to see Spirit, poke and prod at VP, knowing they can. And lots of util to get it done. Not quite the same case for VP.
Back with this mid utility, so sniping away at this mid control. This time there is more of a proactive approach to getting up on lane and trying to take this map control, but Magic's and Chopper, this aggression has netted them the kills again. And essentially, you know, we're left with similar positions to where VP were in that eco. They are trapped towards T-spawn, very little control across the map.
Yeah, see, this is where we saw in that first game between Anonimo and Sangl, so many rounds went like this where Anonimo on the T side would get locked out of this area and they would have to try and retake through doors. They were never able to get through this position here when the CTs had taken spots. And look at them, two posted up with a weird angle. Magic's sleeping at the wheel though. Chopper in the corner. They're going to clear him. Nice shot from Jame. And I said it should be impossible, but two dry fights go in the way of VP. That's one way to break your way in.
Sanji's even going aggressive, throwing this one, smoke in the choke. Little boost over the top. All right, that's nifty. That's cool.
Can't get on top of it, though. They're learning the hard way.
Oh, that's a little rough. I thought...
Yeah, it looks like you can. Oh, Dexter's going to make noise if he drops his gun, so he's waiting till the end. But the bomb will definitely kill him here, so can't wait too long. These T's need to leave eventually. Where will they go? CT. Yeah, you can probably save here, back in the corner. I imagine they've done some work and seem to know where they can live.
Oh, yeah, man. Jame knows all the save spots already.
Yep, I would imagine. Nice deep smoke there behind the box, right? Keeps Spirit out. They wanted to retake in a 3-on-3. They are completely denied by one bit of utility. And somehow VP win that round, despite the, you know, initial fights going the way of Spirit, all that lane control as well. Great clearing from Jame and Sanji. VP are on the board. Oh, didn't go to plan, did it? Did look like a difficult lineup for Kicker. Smoke out the map. Lots of mid-control for CT as well. VP again, same default, just holding mid-passive, getting re-smoked while they work the B lane. There are CTs climbing up on the ledge. Dexter and Magix can play together, off one another. Magic's even going aggressive.
Oh, he's just missed the timing on this peak. Jame is now on this angle. Chopper looks suspicious about this little hidey hole, but he hasn't checked it. Oh, he will. He turns on a dime. Buster dead to the MP9.
Oh, this timing.
Dexter, this is well timed, and it's a big kill. That's the bomb drop to Yakindar, trying to trade this out. Now he's been spotted. They've got him trapped in the pocket. Sanji's wrapping Magics.
Yeah,
this is
crazy.
wild, bro. This is like the fourth flank into this position. They're just swapping out flanking players.
Gotta go.
The hunter became the hunted, became the hunter, became the hunted. And now we're into this 3-on-2, but they've got to commit into the stack. Some Die Young and Mir, a chance to save the round. Even denying the bomb plant will be big here, but Some Die Young, good for the double. Sanji trades it. And Virtus Pro do get that second round on the board after all.
I would hate to play against this team right now on this map. Like, look at what VP are doing. They're sitting in lane for 90 seconds until enough kills come that they seem convinced that they want to take a bomb site. And even though they walk into a stack, right, the player who's last alive is trapped in Ninja. He has nowhere to go. Sanji's able to trade that kill. And there you go. You're onto a winner if you're VP. No plant needed. Sanji, will this smoke be any better? He's throwing the one that Kicker missed last time around. Seems like it might have landed. Yes, in that little cubby. So you can get out top lane. I like that smoke. A lot of teams using that. They all have different lineups, obviously, but same intent. Top mid smoke going in. Dexter loses his information. And Jame waits for re-aggression. There's two players in cave right now. Oh, all the way up mid. A lot of corners to clear, though, on both sides. Yakinda plays inside of the smoke, and he waits for the fade before... Oh, he might go through. Dexter has no idea. Oh, easy peasy. And now Yakinda's behind enemy lines.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice double up to deal with the players moving out of cave.
How are you supposed to ever take this map control as Spirit in this map, right? Like, VP are punishingly slow, punishingly patient. The double setup towards the cave, and Mir, he gets a kill, maybe grab a gun and leave at this point. Got no armor. They're already watching his retreat. Oh no, rather not. Sanji low doesn't want to give a kill. And so Mir will be able to get away with this gun. Still, VP take the round, up to 3 now. And a full buy coming up for Spirit.
See, one of the things that is cool is, you know, like with the tools that exist now, like ESCA Refrag, right? Like the idea of getting a new map added, like finding smokes is a lot easier than it ever has been, right? You used to have to get onto the map and then through trial and error, try to find the smokes. Whereas now, you know, there's tools for that.
Oh.
So I bet Refrag has helped in coming up with some of these.
Got some execute smokes as well here from VP, throwing even one from middle. 3 going over that A site. I imagine Cube will be smoked off here. Mir so blinded. Oh, they're up close. He has no idea. More flashes just when you think they're done. And VP, this smoke's sick. Instead of throwing one that cuts off one of 2 cubbies in tunnel, or in temple rather, they throw it right inside. And so there's nothing but smoke. Nowhere to go. No angles that Spirit can use to their advantage. They have to wait for the retake, and it has begun.
Yeah, some of the angles that exist through this temple position are very, very wacky.
Yep.
And Dexter's showing that off now. Feels like VP barely even know where they're dying from. And here's this retake now, well and truly underway. They deal with the man back in cube. It's just Buster, and Dexter domes it with the AWP. Defuses in. And Team Spirit tie this game up.
Yeah, I like the idea there for VP, right? Really cool smoke execute. And even your Kinder on the late flank could have been the fly in the ointment with those bomb plants. We talked about this in previous maps. Pretty much everywhere is open for Cube. There is one little spot that, to me, doesn't even seem intentional for Valve. It's outside of the markers of what the bomb radius is that you can plant just away from the Cube. But yeah, as I said, maybe unintentional. We'll see if it survives. Either way, you can deny it on the late flank, and Spirit with a nice little retake there to get us going. Orbs out on either half. All those mollies coming over the top, got to worry about them. Yakinda does beat them at least, and these CTs are continuing to aggress. Flash ready for Jame. Buster needs to be very aware they're coming. Will he call for the flash? He does. So blind, doesn't matter. Magix hits the shot, and they can reset as well. But look at Yakinda.
Right, all the way through the cave. Oh, Sumdai Young, one step ahead. And so now they lose their man behind enemy lines. I wonder if Jame is committing to this or if this is just a ruse now, man. He's full sending this fullback. Still, I like the idea of, like, if you're lurking especially, running that, because then you maybe give the bugged noise cue over to people on the map, right? Yeah. And so now they're thinking, they've heard the water sound and they're going, oh, that could be just one guy. It could be 3 guys going back. And you can see what this has done to the Team Spirit setup.
They got to be scared of mid right now, right? Util just got chucked mid by Jame. He's coming back through spawn to B, and, you know, they've actually completely given up this B lane area. So VP can walk up into the bomb site. It's going to come down to trading here. Good flash timing, though. James so blinded, and Kickit's going to at least avenge his death, leaving Sumdai Young behind the pillar. It's a thick old pillar, though. He's got plenty of room, plenty of cover, and he peeks out to kill the AWP. A nice isolation of fights there for Sumdai Young. He wins the round for Spirit on his own at the back of B. Nice little waterfall.
Yeah, this is a lovely little scenic area, right? Yeah. This is the only bit of the map that it would be sad losing the water over, but hell, man, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, my worst nightmare has come to reality. VP just retaking lane or barely even playing it in the early round. But they seem fine at still, you know, getting it away from Spirit eventually. They have plans for it.
This is a cool idea, right? It's super common for mid to get smoked, so they've boosted in the smoke, and as you go up the ledge here, you'll become more visible to the player boosted. That's a very, very cool idea. Shame the execution's a little botched from Kicker, but he gets the dink. Can't really blame the guy. He spammed a whole mag at him.
Not visible enough, huh?
I do like that idea, though. It's very, very cool, especially if you know your opponents keep trying to take this mid and then ledge control, as we've seen out of Spirit, and a lot of CT sides actually on this map.
Yeah, I'd be hesitant to run that in a gun round, right? You can just get smoke spammed or naded very easily. Mia having a field day, getting rid of the Glocks. Tap.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, though. I feel like, you know, I don't see them smoke spammed as much as maybe you think they would be, right? I think in a way, like, CTs almost want to leave you guessing as to what positions they have in mid, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not it's like an AWP sat up in top mid, whether they are going for that aggro ledge control. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
No one really knows like 100% how to do this yet, right? Normally what happens is like it takes, you know, one or two teams will start to do something that's like really sick, and then it will start to become a part of the meta. And then someone will figure out how to beat that with something. And then, you know, that's like how it kind of builds itself up over time. So it's super cool getting to watch these early Ancient games, man. You're literally watching a meta come together.
Oh, Sam Dyac, he's got no cover here. The mid player leaving, and he jumps up to his death. Yukindo with that whole smoke in is taking lots of room in mid. Kickett's still hiding outside of it. Deep Molotov, like that lineup. And lots of angles to clear now. That's lovely as well. Yukindo, the full molly on the right side, lets him clear left without a worry that he's going to get, you know, the wrong read. Magic's aggression, always checking that corner, and it comes out clutch again. Might even get flashed back in for another fight. He's seen more players, 2 CTs here. Dex is hitting an AWP shot in the meantime to Yukindo. They might just run out of B. They've seen everyone.
Yeah, they are dropping into middle, but you've still got Mir waiting here in cube. Playing the back of it as well. Very, very sweaty.
Oh. Bomb dropped. Mia has got util. And he can smoke his retreat there as well. I like it. Escaping with the nade as well, finding that kill. James' patience pays off as Magix gets aggressive outside of B, but at this point, no time to even win the round, nor is he alive. Dexter's AWP finds a 6th for Spirit, and we're not seeing them too flustered by what VP are doing yet. It feels like this is a map where you can just give up middle completely as long as you call those timings, right? Your solo A player can just sit in cube, and, you know, if whether they have the mid info or not, as long as that's communicated along, whether you need to be aware of your backline, are you getting walked through CT? These are all just things that come down to communication more than anything.
Yeah, I think especially in the mid round, right? Like early round, I think you want to be fighting for that just to stop like ledge rushes or cube rushes. But man, late round, yeah, I think you can make that calculated risk. This is a B rush, make no mistake. Team Spirit know it as well. They're all here. Mir's trying to spam. Nothing connects.
Spam's broken.
It is broken,
Doesn't
right?
work. Does not work.
I always forget which way round it is, but it is from the inside out, right? If that makes sense. Like from cave to site, that's the broken direction.
That doesn't work anymore, no.
So he's spamming something that's bugged. Valve, please fix. Here we go. Sanji, 1v3. Big Sanji with a little gun and a
no chance.
Only a small bit of damage done there. Team Spirit up on a 7. And the B rush does not work wonders for Virtus.pro.
That was an eco, though. They get a plant. It's a pretty good round for VP, all things considered. Yeah, okay, maybe wanting more, but setting themselves up for a gun round here. Dex's AWP's looking good. It looks pretty comfortable. And he had a quiet Inferno, so that is A great sign for Spirit. James got his T-side orb. I've yet to really see a lot of value come from T-side orbs. Obviously, in a post plant, no matter where you are in Counter-Strike, an orb is amazing in a post plant, but you know, getting into the post plant's hard enough on this map so far. Oh, flashing through the smoke. Magix goes through. Yakinda was ready. Up close. Very difficult shot to hit. Good grenades at least do damage to VP, and there's a further re-aggressing. Chopper. Oh, Yakinda. Oh, the flick. No molly needed this time. He checks 2 angles at once. And I like the gamble from Spirit. They move 3 over to B. VP is still defaulting right now. And so you've got to be very patient. But unfortunately for Spirit, they're already clearing A. There's a guy running right out. Kicker's got all this information. And even if they were getting ready to go B, now the bomb will just reroute.
I think it's really important to have someone doing what Kicker is here, especially if you're in a man advantage scenario. You know, the A bomb site, it is so common to see it left in these retakes because it is, all things considered, a pretty easy site to retake for CTs. Oh, there we go. This should solidify the save. They're still taking a peek in, and they have denied the bomb plant with that kill there. But Dexter is just going to hold on to his orb. So this is a 4th on the board for VP. And as I'm saying there, right, like, that is one of the weirder parts to me about this map, is that, like, I feel like you see players very, very willing to give up, like, an A retake and come in on it.
Sometimes both bomb sites, man. I feel like everything can be given up in this map. At least early, right? Because no one really knows where the stacks are or what the default CT positions are. But a lot of floating on this CT side from you know, both sides. But I wonder if that is just like, you know, the short-term unknown of this map. And if that will stay the same. But yeah, definitely on A, like you said, more so than any other position. And I wouldn't say on this map rotates are too long either. That's a nice feeling. A lot of maps where rotates can just feel so, you know, unkind. But no, you can run back B to back A in a matter of seconds. You can retake if you're stacked on the wrong bomb site. That's not going to hold you back. Ooh, bit of a faster B approach, and well, Spirit will meet you there.
Yeah, they're rushing down ramp. Oh, that's a nice flick out of James. There's more where that came from, but they decide, yeah, man, I ain't poking the bear any more than we already have. Opener secured. I feel like you have to fight for B, man. Like, you need this, because it opens up so much in comparison to, like, you know, B main just feels way more valuable than A main. And so that's usually why you kind of see a lot more attention towards this B bomb site with, like, a solo A player. Because it's prime real estate, and right now B does belong to Virtus.pro. It's kind of hanging in the balance, and the flash lets me get 1, but it's all gotten chaotic. Dyac is thriving in the chaos. He's in between the enemies, and he's making a big boy play. One man left, and it's Yakinda, who he can't quite get past. Virtus.pro somehow get that. That was a series of big individual moments. First from Dyac, and then ended by Yakinda on the VP side.
Yakinda is such a good closer for this map, right? Like, coming out, lurking late cube on A plays, coming out late cave on B plays, always here to get the final punch in, trade that last death, and win the round. Nice try from Dyac. Couldn't have asked for more. He just ran out of ammo. And now we have a faster A play again. Another smoke. But, oh, Mir. Oh, get out of there. He's going to hear it, and he's going to see it as well. Flashes start to fly through. Mir going to give it up. Playing this grimy little pillar position. The signpost gives you a nice little gap to fight through. Seen a lot of deagles on this corner. Oh. Any more?
Oh, this is brutal. The bomb's out in the open. Like, they've got to commit. Mir's Deeg is slicing through them. Mir, the way of the samurai, and there it is. 4 in the round. Get out of his A-bomb site, Virtus.pro. He sends them packing with the deagle.
That's sick.
No entry, baby.
Yeah, well, it turns out what happens when you play the A site, it's pretty nice. Right, those A rushes, I think, are really hard to get away with, even if you have quick smokes. The CTs just know it's coming. Obviously, Mir almost gets caught spotting that, but if you're playing Cube, you get so much information, you hear all the steps, and, you know, someone's always going to be playing Cube from the get-go, or at least near it. So, good round from Mir. Spirit win. A banger of an eco. Chain running through the molly. Oh, they smoke it. They do save him there, but that's still very weird. Oh, the push. What on earth from Sumdayoung?
Dude,
through.
He's mental. Sumdayoung is like...
He's loving it.
He is. He's just swinging from place to place.
And again, VP are locked out of the B lane. There's no one here, luckily, for Spirit to hold on. But VP don't know that. They might have to expunge util to even get through this doorway. Double setup in the cave as well. You can play loads of bait and switches, right? You're only usually expecting one player in these inside of these caves on a default. And so having someone, you know, spot, fire a shot, hide, and then let the tucked cubby player like Sumdayoung activate. Oh, he's activating all right. He's getting aggressive, and he might catch VP as they come through the doorway. Oh, that's awkward. Kick, it catches him, though. And now VP, that's the bomb scene going out first. So how will Spirit react? How will they adjust as they've seen only one man, but the most important man in the server?
Oh, well, this is a nice position from Dexter. This at least nullifies the idea that they can go mid to A without anyone knowing about it. And so he gets the spot now on players crossing middle. They're just running it. They're just running out into the AWP. Kickout will trade it, but once again, they got to get past Mir in Mir's little box. The Cube, they do find him, they do deal with him. Trying to get out of there. But is it going to go the way of the Wren as they exit from Cube into the open? Bomb tapped, and there it is, sidelined. Made a little reference to the hit film, The Cube. Definitely check that out if you haven't already.
I'll get right on it.
Boot it up now. Let's go. Oh, there's a little dog in the background. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That's sweet. This is a bit of a busted buy, though, for VP, right? Or 2 Galils, 2 Deagles for your last round of the half. Spirit, yeah, very good CT side. Can they put a bow on it with double digits? Yakinda back up to his usual tricks, trying to cross into the ledge. Oh, Nate's even going over the top from middle. Oh, that's not gone the way he wanted it to, but not the end of the world. James goes back for the bomb. Still have this default with 1A and 1 mid. This is what VP have been doing at the start of almost every round. Just Yakinda fast take lane, James and co hide outside of the B stairs, and one guy hold A for aggression as well as mid. And then they group up, taking the bomb back through spawn, going back to this A site. How will this pan out? Don't be confused. Inside of the Cube is a player, and the other one, Dexter, with the AWP at the back of A, watching for this contact play. Are they ever going to be able to flash him off, or will he just have open season? Ugh, grimy. Mid-lurk is dead. It's all down to this.
Yeah, Dexter in Temple with the AWP. This is a strong position for this AWP, especially when it's not smoked off. Letting it fight from here could be devastating. Dexter hurting them a lot. The nade's going to do even more. And back with a swing, he does fall to Sanji. Regardless, the rotates are in, and it's all left on to James. 1v3. He's got to be quick. He's got to be flawless. He's got 25 seconds on the clock. Not a lot of time. And while he does get 2, it's not enough. 10-5 at the half in favor of Team Spirit. Looking good on their CT side of Ancient. But how will they fare in the final half?
Team Spirit sneaking it past the keeper. 10-5 half. Ancient looking good for them, and VP could barely get out of spawn. T-side was not pretty for them. 5 rounds at the end of things. Now looking to pull things back at the end of this series. It's map 3, and it's elimination for the loser of this one. Spirit set up to go forth to face NIP. Can they get there? Let's see.
Already smoke over into mid, and it looks like this is where Spirit want to make their stand. They cross out into the open. Are they looking to run a Hugo pistol round here? Little classic from you, Hugo. You smoke top mid, you wrap in a cube, you exec into this A bomb site.
Yeah, not that speedy, but no info for VP yet. They've seen nothing. They know mid is open. That's a call being made, so they got to watch their back. Bit of paranoia potentially. Look at the walk up. There's the spot. Finally, players jumping through. Magic's great moves. Mir's going to get the kill though. He will fall after one from Kicker back in CT, and VP are locked out of this bomb site. We've talked about the retake potential though. VP have played for this. They've got 2 smokes, 2 flashes. Where will these be ending up on the retake? They may never come into play. Chopper's got the big flank. Oh, Yakinda's checked it. Timing's awkward. Chopper gets the kill, and now he can reset to play the bomb.
Huge kill, man. That's going to wipe some utility out. Now Magic's holding for the swing from Temple, and he's been gabbing a little bit. It's Dexter beating him to the punch, and they just gang up on the Temple dudes. Now Sanji with the main wrap. They gave him a couple of free shots, but he's not able to make anything connect. A nice little team ace there for Team Spirit. And Team Spirit's a high after winning that pistol.
Yeah, VP are really going to have their work cut out for them now. Expecting the force buy right in the second. Lots of choices to make aggro plays on the CT side, right? Like get aggressive towards B ramp, take that heavy mid control. Maybe not so much towards A. You're just kind of hoping that they don't have, you know, more executes there. Kicker's got a Nova. One thing I've noticed that I don't even want to really talk about because then people do it in every pug I play. But man, auto shotgun in B is kind of gross, kind of OP even. Kicker's missed the timing here. That's very unfortunate. Mia is going to be able to get through A completely, and Kicker has absolutely no clue. Magic's out mid, sending Jane back to the site. Mia, it's a freebie on the plate. There it is. Kicker's wondering, how the hell did he get there?
Oh my God.
He will be still ready to get the trade, though, and no more T's here to punish Kicker. He's delaying the shot until he has a confirmed kill. Now a rifle for Kicker, but the bomb, it was running towards A. Now they've lost all their control there. It's essentially a retake of A main here for Spirit.
Oh, Samdai Young collects his free kill. He's back into this A bomb site now, splitting it from Cube and Main. And VP are pulling players away.
Oh. Yeah, they didn't seem convinced. There was only one dude in the first place on A, but that's because the bomb was in transition. It was moving over. So Kicker abandoned this bomb site, and now Spirit have arrived. They're wondering, wait, why is it so empty? Free bomb plant? AK's back in Cube to play the post as well. This is a done round.
Yeah, this should just be a save. But maybe they want to give it a go.
Yeah, look for a kill.
All right, see if anything presents itself. Oh, and it might. Oh, not what you wanted. Really not what you wanted. Now you're saving. Also, we were talking about, you know, wanting to know some grimy stuff about this map. I have just seen something, Hugo. During our little break. James Bardolph, no less, being the guy to crack it. Over at this B site where we are right now, on the left, you see like there's these stairs. Hang on, if we could try and get this. I know this is going to take some kind of next gen. Basically, you can like levitate on this B bomb site. You see these stairs right here where that B signpost is. You can levitate up those by like kind of surfing the wall
almost like overpass.
And rise up the wall to be like 2 meters in the air.
That's hilarious. Are you still accurate up there, or do you still have to hold like A?
You fall onto a bit of like ground that you can stand on.
Really?
Up there, right up, not like all the way on top, but pretty damn far up.
Yeah, there are angles like that where you can like slide up, you know, diagonal, apparently. Diagonal angles is what I was trying to say in lots of maps, but that's kind of cool. We'll see if that comes into play at any point in the future. Right now, it's just a B-rush into the eco stack. It's getting saucy. Sanji with a Zeus even. Are they going to get close enough? Nice flash. The USPs are doing it. Sanji's got a triple kill with his pistol. No armor needed. Guns to be grabbed. And the flanks in from Chopper. He's been spotted.
If Sanji gets any more, this fully cements him as the best eco player you've ever seen in your life. This guy can make it work with anything. 3 on the USP. And now the round hanging in the balance. Chopper and Dexter are getting nervous. James USP claims another life.
What?
This is a full eco.
And look at the flank. Bye-bye. James is hiding in T-spawn. He's not even flanking. He's hiding. What is happening? He's making sure that Dexter does not save his AK-47. No matter what happens, no matter what it takes, Dexter, he's still going to go for this, right? He knows their USP armor. He wants to try and crack this nut that is the Lost B bomb site. Bomb in the open. Buster tucked into the corner. Dexter, as soon as he makes contact, Sanji's going to kill him and forget everything else. It's all Sanji. USP Zeus, but it's only the former that matters. Wow. Oh, here we go. Did you catch that? Very quickly. Maybe we'll bring it back after the replays, but we got the clip brushes out to check that little boost spot you're talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe we can re-show that in a second after these replays. That would be really cool, but yeah, wow. Blink and you miss it. We'll get it later.
Yeah. We'll get it. We'll get it.
12-6. And, oh dear, James caught with nades out. He's going to get smoked out of middle. Team Spirit muscling their way to some mid-control on this very weird buy. They shouldn't be in this position. They should be rich after winning versus the USPs, but it's anything but. Mid is conceded, however.
Kendar up close. In red, flashed, fully blinded, but fires off, and Magix checks the wrong corner. Now he will get caught smoking top middle. The trade is found at least. James posted over here in cube. Ooh, there's one for James. More where that came from, and he's ready. Got another loaded in the chamber. The Orps doing it all for Virtus Pro as they get 4 in the round. Up onto a 7th, and now breaking the money.
Here it is.
Alex, you slide up there.
Can't really see anything.
And you get stuck as like it changes elevation. It doesn't look very convincing on that.
I believe you. Shout out Hard-Off one time for finding that. I'm sure, and this is what we were talking about, Harry, at the end of that Inferno game in the pauses, like, you know, the theory crafting that can come with it. I'm sure Anders is going to put out some great content at some point after he's had a run around on the map, show us some ridiculous wallbang or lineup. Always like having the best brains in CS. Figure out what we can do with this new map. An eco win from VP, but I can't imagine Spirit will be able to one-up them here. They found a 4-on-4, killing Yakinda. Right now, the gun is irretrievable. Held on by James with the pistol now out spamming, and he's finally going to get the kill. Helped out by Sanji to stop that all getting retrieved. And careful. Don't want to get locked at that range. Should just be VP onto 8. And so be it.
Alrighty then, we've got Dexter donning a Krieg. I'm curious as to where he's looking to put this to use. Kind of hold middle with the Krieg. Lots of love over towards the ledge. Magic's out here fast and uncontested from the player back in cave. They've got a guy trapped here in middle and they're just holding for him. Now a flash goes over, but Dexter is not blind to it. James looking like he needs to warm up to this mid area a little bit. He got caught by timings in the last round, and this round the flash was too shallow to blind the guys in mid. Him and Kicker going to trade out, leaving this mid area to Kicker, Zorp, but it's a passive angle that he's holding. Team Spirit are grouping for another one of these A plays, and there's no one towards this side of the map for Virtus Pro right now. They don't even have info.
Yeah, I'm sure they're expecting this, right? With the map being very quiet right now. Big players on Dexter. Or checks him, good timing for Kicker. Now he can reroute and watch this A cross. The smoke is down, but there's loads of room for Kicker to get a kill here as these T's start to take space. Walking out of the cube, they could close peek him. He's got to be very careful. Sanji right behind, but he's running, and Dyac hears it coming. 4-on-3, plant for the cube, and that mid control coming in clutch here for Spirit in the post plant. Trying to get taken back by Buster, but he is really the guy who has to win his fight if this round is to be won here for VP. Boosted up even on the tree. It's not getting easier on the retake. Chopper's ready to swing after Magix makes contact, and here it comes. Easy kill, no need for help. Buster gone, and James looking to save. You can barely blame him.
Yeah, nice round out of Spirit. Very, very measured. Good control, and they stick the landing, keeping 4 players alive. You know, we talk about the idea of like how the meta evolves, right? And how like it's, you try to like counterplay things that your opponent do that catch on. One of the cooler ones that I've seen, I think, I'm trying to think who it was who did it. I want to say it was Sangal. Yeah. You know, whenever red gets smoked in top mid, which is a pretty common smoke to see, they have like a little one-way smoke that they throw on the CT side.
Yeah, G2 are doing that a lot as well.
Yeah, and like it, you know, it essentially means that you get smoked top mid, you drop this, and it's like the big ramp smoke on Vertigo. It's like a way of turning that smoke to your advantage, right? Sure. And it gives you like a one-way to keep fighting middle. Very, very cool. I hope we get to see some more of that.
Yeah, I feel like smoking top mid, you know, default out the gate every round might be the play for so many teams, right? Even if you're not taking it, just denying the info, because then it forces the CTs to actually take mid and like dedicate numbers there. Otherwise,
yeah, look, so when this smoke goes in, you can underhand a smoke here that gives you the one-way. Now, Yakindar doesn't have a smoke to showcase this, so mid does just have to be held by James with this AWP and cube.
Oh, he's so blind, man. He was running into the wall. And that's another thing. People don't know the angles, right? Like, people blinded aren't going to be as comfortable as they are on a Mirage, where you know where you're running, even if you don't have vision. That's not the case anymore. You can get caught in these corners. And again, I love the A splits on this map. So free with that top mid smoke. There's just no way VP know it's coming. They can expect it, they can predict, but they have no knowledge. Dyac is selling B as well. He's keeping Sanji here. Kicker's got the AWP, and he could have a hell of a round here. Smoke's down on the lurk for A main. It's up to the cube shots, and he's got a double. Dyac dead on the lurk, and Kicker now all that stands on A, but he's putting up one hell of a hold. One more man left up. Mir can't get given a kill. He's got to chase it down, and he finally does. But 1v2, and Yakinda's quick to trade. What a round from Kicker.
Yeah, huge stuff out of that AWP, man. And look, you needed someone to step up, especially after James dies in middle, right? It's the AWP's bailing them out again, but it's coming from Kicker this time around. I do think this temple position is like one of the best places you can situate an AWP on this map. We got our favorite low-resolution candle still burning. Oh, aggression from Kicker? No, yeah, I was going to say, there is aggression over here at B, though, as BP are challenging for this ramp control, and they've got it. This represents a big problem for Spirit.
Yeah, we saw how lost VP were when they lost that B lane control, right? And they got smoked out here as well on that T side.
I feel like you just need to fight for this, man. Like, you cannot let the CTs have this side of the map under control, or else you're just in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, sure. At the same time, it can be misinfo, right? If the CTs get there for ages and they're super comfortable, they're not really ready for, like, T's coming out super late here. But, yeah, there's just so many spots to be in. They're going to flash it. Yeah, one over. Yikinda pushed off the angle, but they didn't see him, so he's still a surprise here. Getting ready to re-aggro. Going to try and pop through potentially. Chopper's got a back B smoke. Yikinda, great patience here. It's going to pay off. They're running up B though. He's now having to flank. Sanji's getting boosted above the smoke, rather sending the AWP up. And Jane, they look dead on, shooting between two targets. Sanji through the smoke instead gets the kill. The plant on the pillar is allowed. And now the flank from Yikinda denied. What a shot from Mir, but it might not be enough in this 2-on-4. VP's retake is raring to go.
Some Dyac playing with fire. He's going to get up in the smoke. Can't have one without the other. Some Dyac, dead to James USP, and so it's Mir having to do it all. Good for the first, but traded immediately after. And Virtus Pro are back into this one after all. 10-13 now. Bomb plant at least. And they're going to pad those Spirit bank accounts out a bit, but I imagine it's just a partial buy here. At least gives them some kind of stake in this next round.
This is closing up now. It felt one-sided at 10-5. It felt like Spirit would have it ready to go, ready to close. I want to see another one of these AXX for Spirit. They're actually going to go for it on the pistols as well. Lots of smokes. How many will go through? Some Dyac. Oh, nice kill mid. Yikinda just running in. And behind the molly, Some Dyac prospers. Now smokes on A. Going to get heard by the player in the cube. Meanwhile, Kicker looking for another big AWP round from this guy. A couple of kills at least, because you're going to give them the AWP from this position when you die, and he can't get anything. James helping out. He's dropped 2, but they've picked it up at least. 3-on-3. James getting hunted by the Deagle, and now Some Dyac armed as well. Dangerous as ever. He turns his back, and Sanji almost came through the smoke. He will eventually. No one's looking. Double for Sanji, and even with the bomb down, Dexter's got to hold it off in the 1v2.
Yeah, they know he's in main, and they've got a smoke on Sanji as well. That's going to find its way onto the bomb. Missed shot from Dexter. That could have been everything. But in the end, it's nothing. VP up to 11. This CT side starting to come together. And I tell you what, I do like the idea of this like double AWP hold over towards the A bomb site. It's a very, very like long angle to go running in through. And the AWPs just really dominate here, even with Kicker missing, right? Jame rotates in to help him out. And they're just taking pot shots into the crowd as they're trying to get in towards the A site.
Another double AWP for VP, and you can barely blame them going for this.
They're the ones saved forward, right?
Yeah.
So they go back to this double setup, only Kicker's getting more and more comfortable with each passing round.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, though. Like, there's not really another map in the pool where you want to have, like, a double AWP hold on a site.
No, but A has all those angles, all those super long angles, and you can, play a nice rotational AWP like Jame and CT and still watch that A cross. They can't plant with you there unless you get a smoke down. Yikinda, this flank is huge. Just push through the mid smoke as it fades. And
also, he just saw the leg of Dexter.
Oh, he knows.
If Dexter wasn't in that position, Yikinda doesn't know if it's going to be A or B. Instead, now they know it's a B play. Now that's abundantly clear with the kill onto Buster.
Yeah, but you're still playing retake. This is a bit uncomfortable for VP. They're waiting on the flank to activate, and there it is. Oh, the collapse from Kicker. They feed him. And now Chopper got to go back for the flank, but Yikinda is just taking far too long. This is a perfect play from him. Chopper's not giving the kill that he so desperately desires. They're on the bomb.
Oh, Yikinda even wins the fight, man. It's grime time.
Just wasting 2 seconds off the clock. Spirit, man. This is elimination, remember. This was 10-5 with a pistol, and it's all falling apart.
More aggression, more confidence out of VP. This time in middle. Kinder playing around the smokes. He's watching for that boost again, but Sam Dyac just walks the smoke on a timing. I feel like he's very, very good at hitting those, man. Like, a lot of confidence in his read of the situation. Just walks out into mid, deals with Yakindar on the reload, and Jame is now flashed off the angle as well. You know you're going to run into Jame here. You've done it every single one of these mid takes, so they smoke him off. They cut him out. And are they going to walk through it? Wow. It looks like it. They're going towards Jame through their own smoke. He's currently holding for a player up on the boost, but that's not the case. Timing's good on the flick back down, but only good for one. Still, this AWP in Temple on Kicker. It has been this double AWP that has put up so many of the A-holds, but this time they're only good for a kill apiece. And so we're looking at the B rotation. They drop the bomb out in the open. Buster is set up in the Temple and catches players crossing. It's all on to Mir in a 1v2 to keep the lead up for Team Spirit.
Yeah, he's walking through. He's got a big flank, but the time is not good for him. He can't go B. He's got to kill them, and they trade. Lovely stuff from Sanji. Mir almost lines up both frags there from the flank. But VP live to fight another day. How do they keep doing it? I don't know. What a comeback from these guys. Both orbs good for a kill. Sanji, he makes the hero play here, right? Dropping the bomb, resetting, setting up Buster for this kill, and then closing in the 1v1 as well. All worthwhile for VP. And running out of steam, our Team Spirit, they've got a little bit of money. That's about it.
Yeah, this is 5 in a row for Virtus.pro. And you know, like these late game victories, this is what they're all about. Yeah. Spirit don't really fit into that same box, right? They are running out of steam. This has been a very long series. We're almost 4 hours into this best of 3. And for Virtus.pro, this is just another day in the office, right? This is just another Saturday. This could be any day of the week.
Oh, they're going to beat the molly. They're fast. Good flash as well, but Buster doesn't care. He's just shooting and getting a double as well off of that flash. Dropping the nade. Sanji's helping. And yeah, the B-rush is going to get rolled. B-rushes don't seem fun on this map. Gotta say, coming up that ramp into so many awful angles to deal with.
Yeah, man, it's just as you get up like the crest of the ramp, you're open to so damn much. You know, you've got to check close left. While you're doing that, you can die from pillar, you can die from CT, you can die from quad, you can die from cave. There's just so much, man. As you get up the top of that ramp, got this top mid smoke going in again. Once more, Kicker is trying his hand at this A aggression. Lane control's been nabbed by Team Spirit, and there's no one here for VP to get this info. So they've at least got a good foothold on the map this time around. Right? If there was any control you would want, it would be a passive stance towards this main area, denying the aggression, and guys deep within the lane side of the B-bomb site.
This default is very similar to what VP were doing, all T side, right? 3 taking B, you know, Yakinda was taking this ledge spot every round. We'd have a guy holding main on A and a guy waiting outside middle. But the difference is VP have a lot stacked on B right now. They have no mid info at all. Saving their util at least, re-smoke coming down on A. Team Spirit are boxing VP into this B bomb site, but that's by design. That's exactly what VP wants. Sanji's ready to spot cave, drop the smoke. And if you drop the smoke at this point in the round, that forces everyone into the ramp. And there they go. They've been spotted into the lion's den, into the jaws of Kicker, and he mows down 2 with the AUG. Smoke is down in the cave as well. There's no room to play with for Sam Dyac. He's just got to walk through it.
Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. Oh, like, what do you even do? Mir's having to come back from mid. Even then, like, he's not much help in this situation. They're waiting for the smokes to fade, but this leaves them with no time in a 3-on-4, just a straight-up deathmatch in the B site. And look at it, there's just too many angles, bro. They don't know where they're going. They don't know where they're looking. Virtus.pro are up onto 15, and it might be a bit of a VP classic.
Yeah, they were 12-5 down. Keep that in mind, everyone. 12-5. It's now 15-13. Can't take it away from them. And one thing I have noticed as well that VP seem to do that most other teams haven't done is they completely give up lane, right? Like they don't take it. They haven't fought for cave really. They just smoke it off in triple B. They just play heavy in the back of the site. And I really like that as well. Because they're not fighting for middle. They go, you want it, you have it. And it doesn't seem like Spirit have really exploited that. They've taken a couple of rounds where they, split the A site through cube. That's been nice, but VP always know it's coming. Yakinda, so much free mid control. He's able to jump up, but they're late taking it with the flash. He's already in front of the flash. Doesn't matter. The kill comes in anyway. Sanji smoked out. But heavier back on the A site this time around. We've got Jamin kick it with the 2 scopes. Oh, what a clear. Jamin on the angle does not matter. And Spirit, they might be able to long out this series after all.
Yeah, Kicker is in a position where I've only seen people get destroyed by a one-tap. So let's see if he's able to make it work. Thus far, I haven't seen anyone do it. Can Kicker make us believe he's seen one? And there's the one-tap right on time from Magix. 14 on the board for Spirit and a chance at OT.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we deserve it at this point. We've been here so long for this BO3 series. Let's end it in style. Let's end it with bonus rounds on the new map. Because, man, it would feel robbed from Spirit if they just fell here after a 12-5 lead that they just could not close, could not contain. Double orb now for VP as well. They've got all the moolah. And they've got all the momentum, but the last round stripped away from them. Spirit believing again. Dexter flashed out of middle. Kicker just jumping to safety there as he throws in a deep Molotov. He's got to reposition, hopefully back to the temple with that AWP. We've seen some great rounds out of him on this solo A-hold. VP this time aggressive in middle. 2 players taking it. Fighting for the lane as well, making sure they can't get backstabbed while they do this. Very important detail. That's Sanji keeping an eye on it. And if we have this late mid-take for Spirit, VP are going to be more than ready to deal death. Especially if it's just this orb. Bomb's running back through spawn, man. It's going to be. How's Dexter supposed to get any value out of this position right now? Can Sanji see something we can't?
Yeah, I keep seeing people like looking in because there used to be little gaps
I'm just trying
in
to
the
find
scaffolding.
it.
Oh, it's tiny. It is a pixel's width. But it gets him the info that they're pushing up. Okay. Sanji knows, but Chopper's quick on the trigger. And the B bomb site is barren for Virtus Pro.
Doesn't matter.
They're starting to pull players over, but the bomb is lurking late back towards A. James is now under a tremendous amount of pressure. He's got to watch mid and the A bomb site, and he's caught down in cube. Yakinda moving into temple, trying to get here in time. He's got to do something huge, and the molly forces him to take a fight that he never wanted to take. Chopper's here ready to cut off the rotations, and it's looking like an overtime game.
Yeah, what can you do here? 10 seconds, a plant's just coming in, but no denial from VP. And, wow, they've got to drag it into bonus rounds here unless the unthinkable happens. So many corners to clear in the cube. They're getting aggressive onto Kicker. Even if he gets a kill, he should be instantly traded here. They've spotted him. Or not. I don't think it'll make a difference at this point. Buster got on the mid play, and there it is. 15 all, baby. We go again. We go to overtime, and we keep this series chugging along. So join us for that.
Yeah, I've seen him. I'm going for this. There it is. There it is. It's taken a while.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, straight into a Goomba as well. Oh, my lord. I see one guy over here is coming for their drop. I'm just gonna go.
Push late.
One more behind. Towards the tree, go ahead. Sorry if I bumped you.
Go and screw it.
Alright, I see the last guy.
One enemy remaining.
Oh dear. I'm on a tree. Oh, dude, this is good. No. I got him.
I still got 3 breaches here. Ah, nice.
4 enemies remaining.
One below me in the town. I think I was about to bomb down here. Oh. Oh. Yeah, one in the road here, Freshie. I might go for this.
Nice.
Oh, the poor guy, man. I was trying to bump mines at it.
All right. I'm coming in with a little vibe check. We all feeling good? It's an overtime affair in the third map of this series. Oh, there's not a clear winner in sight, and that's just the way we like it. Elimination on the line for either Team Spirit or VirtusPro. And the next few overtime bonus rounds will decide exactly who continues and whose journey is cut short.
Yeah, say what you want. We've had a banging game, right? It may have been 2 very one-sided halves, but it's been a lot of fun getting here in the first place round at 31. Triple orb, you know, just standard stuff really for VP. Nothing new, nothing special. Just the old triple orb. Okay, reasonable.
Let's see, triple orb. Triple the orbs, triple the fun, and Kickert's in with kill number 1. Magic's flashed and now getting peeked. He dies to Buster without even a squeak. 3 on 5, yeah, man. Choppers at B, Arrestor at A. This round has not gone their way. Hop through the door. Taking off ahead. Team Spirit trying to break bread.
Oh, not happy there. Oh, Chopper, that was his. That was almost his. Buster denies it. Volleyed out, just tucked in the corner. Now the bomb's dropped with that kill going the way of Buster, so they've got to re-aggro to get it. Luckily, Buster rather has left this position. So Cave is now belonging to Spirit, and all this room's getting taken by Mir. Buster, did he see the bomb there? Moving down B, clearing the lane. Very low. Barrel could stick out here, Young. Oh, he's not ready, but he's still going to get the shot with a Tech 9. Now Cave corrupted. Mir can come out into the bomb site. Yakinda and his friend on the orbs. This could get awkward.
Oh, he tries to run the smoke, but he gets smoked in the process. And now it's Kicker seeing green, looking for the first, and he's got it. Still a kill yet to be found. Mir up close, but the first shot misses. The P250 put aside, and the AWP is going to take him out of the round. VirtusPro with 3 AWPs by their side. They do get the first when we hit OT.
Wow, dude, Kicker's AWP has been nuts all game, right? Like this CT side, the amount of A rounds that he just won on his own by getting 2 or 3 kills from Temple. And now, I mean, we're triple AWPing, we're throwing anything at the wall here for VP. But hell, if it works, it works. And they do it again, Harry. They're running back to triple AWP. They may